Well, my man MoneyBoy Trey in the building. He said, hit that like or we gon' fight. Make sure you check him out on YouTube.
Hello. Let me talk to the host. The host is MoneyBoy Trey. What's popping?
Will you interview with at MoneyBoy Trey?
Or MoneyBoy Trey is back. Where you been?
MoneyBoy. You see me in they chats because that's the circle that I associate with.
MoneyBoy said manhood is subjective. No, the fuck it's not.
Yeah. Shout out my haters, I know that you're watching. Plotting and wishing, praying that I fall. Shout out my haters, I know that you're watching. Plotting and wishing, it's like, I just want to talk to you niggas for a second. Like, don't erase nothing. Like, keep this shit right. Make this the first one. When I say just for you, I mean, like, shit just for you hating ass niggas. Just for you get money ass niggas. Like, and I be praying for you niggas too. Like, I just pray God keep me out you niggas' way. Cause God know I slap one of you niggas ass down. Yeah.
Independent gem, don't talk about labels unless you talking paints. Camo rap the vid just past Makitas. This shit here for Frank. Wide body, something in the seat. Tap the gas, you feel it yank. Lero, where you been? Them folks need you, this shit feeling blank. Ain't dropped in a sec, I know. I just love the flicks and go. Gucci button up, leave it open. Make sure that my niggas show. Gang and stand on the couch. Spread them racks right next to blow. She say that she faithful, up pop quiz the way I test the hoe. I know that they hate to see it. Poppin' hard, she burn them up. He bought two, I threw two more. That's my little mans, I turn them up. SIT boy straight the curve. Lost control, I turned it rough. I look like a fit from Prince. Having truff, that purple stuff. Audemars just broke the jaw. That just mean the face shadow. Cocaine in its purest form. Water whip it like cake batter. Button on every blicky bay. That just make them shake faster. Show my ass fuck up the scene. That just make them hate faster.
Yeah. Like the gas station, nigga. Like, pull up on me. Like, I'm in the hood every day. Like, if I ain't in the hood, walk in the hood, blow in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Major in the hood. Like, one stop shop, nigga. Like, if you trying to shop, like, pull up. You trying to get killed, nigga, pull up. Like, we just really doing this shit, like, independent, though. Like, no labels, no dick ride. None of that dick pulling ass shit you niggas be on. And for the record, nigga, like, we ain't looking for no deals, nigga. Like, we looking for plugs. You looking for a deal, nigga. I'm looking for a socket, nigga. Another socket. Cause I'm trying to get rich, nigga. Fuck some famous shit. Come on, man, cut this shit off. Shout out my haters, I know that you're watching. Plotting and wishing, praying that I fall. Shout out my haters, I know that you're watching. Plotting and wishing, praying that I fall.
I'm taking hallelujah. That's about everybody. We miss on the song a lot. This nigga man about it. This is called Tell Her Never Do. This is called Tell Her Never Do. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 baby, baby, yeah. Anytime we gotta hustle 'cause our pockets be hurt. Little players wanna get fronted from who got work. Is you ready for that? You want them nines to bust. Let a player know where they at, so ain't no stopping us. If you handle your business right, I'ma promote your ass. You bitch out and try to kite, I'ma come smoke your ass. The shit that I'm giving you, they drawing blood to get. The fix be running through because they love the shit. So don't come with that, no one wouldn't buy it. The shit was cool. Niggas try to rob me, nobody was coming through. Snitches, I can't have that. Bitches, I can't have that. Riches, you can have that. Just bring me my cash back. Look, it's all gravy with me, go ahead and shine. That's how you play it with me, you're big time. All I want is the G's with a trunk full of keys. A Benz on 20s, you got something you can lend me. Shit, boys ain't doing nothing for me for free. Can't put no trust in you boys, 'cause y'all be trying to run G. 'Cause I don't like dreaming about making no cheese. Wanna see my mother Haters running like Gilligan, hundreds I'm considering. Flexing for $1 million, catch it, hater, I'm killing them. They spot, but I ain't feeling them. My jacket off appearing them. Some will say it's numerary, partners in vocifering. Juvenile is different. Look at what I did to them. Boys wearing Reeboks instead of Nikes and Timberlands. Bitch hitters, I be tipping them. My Mac 9, it be flipping them. Some of these haters is trying to run G, so I be giving them. They will do the same to me. Boys ain't no family. Shit is all a game to me, but nobody gon' handle me. 400 degrees, toting guns, running with me. No wonder we need more money one could receive. Player wanna deal with this Christ, I'ma put it open in his life. Never should I fuck with me right. Why you keep ducking me shy? I'ma knock your head off. Boy, tryna get to your fuck, tryna play it off. You made the beat, pussy, so why is you scared? If you mind your fucking business, then your life would be spared. I can't see it. Pussy try to make me out a bitch, I can't be it. I had this motherfucker crow with hitters like Free Nick. You probably can save yourself, but you can't save your neighbors. When my nine get to spinning around like a baseball player. Put on this potato on the end of my nine. Foolishness I entertain to keep these boys in line. Look, cause I don't like to dream about making no cheese. Cause I don't like to dream about making no cheese. Wanna see my motherfucking bank account OD. Until then I'ma be thugging man a project building. Smoking that Bobby with the ghetto children. Plotting on the way that we can make $1 million. Yeah, yeah, I'ma be thugging man a project building. Smoking that Bobby with the ghetto children. Plotting on the way that we can make $1 million. Ask some boy about me. Bet them bitches know me. Man, know your head buster out that wild TC. I'm a young hitter. Look at what you done, hitter. You done made me mad. Now I'm gonna get my gun, hitter. Better watch your tongue, hitter. Cause I'm getting dumb, hitter. Kill one hitter to represent where I'm from, hitter. 3 things you don't ever do. Fuck with a man, exchange over his mama. You do that, you want drama. Fuck with a big timer for sure. You gon' see I'm out you. Which one of you boys want me? I'ma keep it real with you. You say you the man, I know I'm the man, and I'm ready to deal with you. I'm prepared for the toe tagging. Keep my Reeboks strapped tight with my key ball sagging. Now I done rocked a couple of keys, and I done flipped that 2 times. I know I'm in a drought, and they gonna pursue mine. I got bills to pay, I can't be playing with you jokers. These youngsters something else, now you bout it, they'll provoke you. You can't understand how a hitter my age can hit the streets like the bustin' with the 12 gauge. But I don't like to dream about making no cheese in the future. Wanna see my fucking pockets OD. Until then I'ma be thugging on the project. Fucking that side of it, ghetto shit.
Good garbage day, ladies and gentlemen. Good garbage day. Y'all know how they always say women are smarter than men, and just everybody, black women is the most educated and all that other shit. Well, how sway was Cheyenne Bryant able to fool all you motherfucking women? That's just serious questions. She fooled all y'all women because she came out and she was on her feminism shit. She was dogging the shit out of men until she ran into Paul Pierce. And then once she ran into Paul Pierce, she was trying to do all this relationship advice and shit. And he was like, hold up, bitch, you fine as hell. You got a nigga? And she was like, no. And he was like, well, why am I fucking listening to you and how you giving all these people advice and you're not in a relationship yourself? And from there, it's kind of been like a downhill spiral. And I think Paul Pierce did her almost a year ago, about 11 months ago. And it's just been a downhill spiral of men being like, something ain't right with this lady. This lady ain't really no doctor. She like the female Umar, but in Umar's defense, we can actually find his dissertation online. His dissertation might be trash, as I've heard several people say. They say, some people say it's plagiarized, but at least you can find one of his on the intranet. So what's been going viral recently was, and this show was 9 months ago, and I went back to find the whole show. Do y'all know these people have an 11-hour live stream of that I don't know why it's 11 hours, but for some reason the live stream that they had that the argument happened on, it was just on a loop. So it's 11 hours, and them motherfuckers, as good as they was, they went back and edited the argument out of all 11 hours on the loop. So you can't find the full lead up to the argument anywhere. You could just find a little small clip of the argument in several pieces. And it's strange that this popped back up, because again, this was like 11 months ago when she was a regular on these people's show. And for some reason it popped up last week like the shit just happened. And hell, he know what he doing. Teray said, man, I'm finna capitalize off this viral moment. Y'all didn't see it back then? Well, since everybody calling this bitch a liar now, and I been ain't liked her, let's just go ahead, and he broke it down. So we about to react to him. I think he's gonna play the clip. Then after that, we're gonna listen to my guy House of Hypocrites. He is like the number one foreperson on who the fuck Cheyenne Bryant is. That girl on Basketball Wives called it out years ago, and no one listened. I don't watch Basketball Wives. I guess that's why don't nobody know, because don't nobody watch Basketball Wives. Well, she has a very interesting past, and y'all know I done told y'all these yellow women is crazy as a motherfucker. Then you add fine on top of it, unstable being. All right, y'all. She ain't no doctors that motherfucking fine. Seriously, seriously, I ain't never. The only fine doctors I seen that looked like her was on House MD, and that was the fucking TV show. They don't look like that in real life.
So this happened. To stop and go back, because I'm wrapping the So this happened. To stop and go back, because I'm wrapping the show and you're interrupting me.
First of all,
this is what we spent a whole meeting on this.
First of all, Teray, first of all, Teray,
why don't you let me wrap the show? I'm ending the show.
First of all, Teray, first of all,
we're getting out of here. Like, what is the point?
Teray,
what is the point? It says go to host
fucking voice when you're talking to me.
That's me and Cheyenne Bryant.
I have to remember this is live. I just had to unplug my mic and plug it back in. Give me a second. I know it's coming out of my headphones. Yeah, the good old doctor said, lower your fucking voice. She got mean on y'all. Y'all didn't know the good doc cuss like that, did you? Y'all also didn't know that the good doc, just like every other woman, when they mad at you, they call you gay. That's what, she ain't no different in that department.
Teray,
like, what is the point?
Teray,
what is the point? It says go to host
voice when you're First of all, Teray, first of all, Teray.
Why don't you let me wrap the show? I'm ending the show.
First of all,
Teray,
first of all,
we're getting out of here. Like, what is the point?
Teray,
what is the point? It says go to host
voice when you're talking to me.
That's me and Cheyenne Bryant.
This nigga reading the script and she still wouldn't shut the fuck up. Good morning, the person that said I can't see. Okay, good morning from the Alley Channel. Welcome in.
Fighting on TV. This was last year, 2025. I was the host of the show. She was the number one permanent guest. She was on every episode. She and I were the heart of the show. This car crash moment happened as I was pulling into the very end of the show during the last episode of the season. The producer was telling me to wrap because we had to stay on time. It was over. And Cheyenne knew we had to wrap because of time. She had been told many, many, many times throughout the season, do not interrupt Touré as he's wrapping the show. It was written.
Sir, she is too fine for motherfucking rules. With you that fine, you don't have to follow rules, sir. You don't.
In the script.
He know this shit. And she light skinned. He know. Now, what are the odds he done read out them goddamn books back there? This is what y'all think. What are the odds of? Do y'all think those are even real books, or do you think that's like Photoshop? I don't think it's Photoshop, but you could get backgrounds made like that. You could like fake bookcases and shit. There's a lot of goddamn books, and that's just what we can see.
Every script, do not interrupt Touré as he's wrapping the show. She and I and the producer had a whole meeting mid-season about don't interrupt Touré when he's ending the show. I tried to
wait a damn minute. What the fuck was she doing on Basketball Wives? Was she on Basketball Wives? They just so happened to be talking about it. But what the fuck was she on Basketball Wives for? I know she was a video vixen, but I didn't know she was dated a basketball player.
avoid her interrupting me by tossing the last question of the show to her so she would feel like the show had ended with her getting to speak a lot.
What do you think about the notion of holding parents criminally responsible for their children's behavior?
I was constantly thinking of ways to placate her massive ego.
I said it earlier. I said it's circumstantial. I think that if a parent is neglecting their child of what's needed for them to be mentally stable and healthy and be in a state of mind where they can actually, operate as a citizen who isn't impaired.
Y'all can tell Torre, y'all can tell he still don't like her. Because again, this was last year. It was about 11 months ago, 2025. He has it since it popped back. He left it alone. He didn't talk about it after the shit happened. It happened. They deleted it, act like it never happened. But somebody got the clip and it popped up. He didn't took the time to go and review this shit, and he's added words in like gibberish now. Like he still don't like her. Like this, the doctor. She talking gibberish. All right, let's go.
Constantly thinking of ways to placate her massive ego.
I said it earlier. I said it's circumstantial. I think that if a parent is neglecting their child of what's needed for them to be mentally stable and healthy and be in a state of mind where they can actually, operate as a citizen who isn't impaired, then I think that that parent who's providing those resources, should not be have consequences for discipline.
She doesn't really know where she's going.
Again, if you're neglecting your child in any manner, I think there should be consequences to a parent, no matter what, if there's neglect at the hands of a child. But y'all know how I feel. I feel gentle parenting makes for a gentle child.
Unsure of where to go, but desperate to keep talking, she has for some reason looped back into the argument that we had been having all season long, even though it had very little to do with what we were talking about. But she brought us back around to gentle parenting, whatever that really means, because she wanted to take one last jab at me, bringing up the issue that she knew might trigger me because it usually did, because she was so incredibly wrong. All season long, I argued that children should never be spanked or hit, which is what the entire modern child psychology field believes.
No child development researcher would ever tell you that spanking is a good idea at this point. It only leads to...
I have to agree, and I've been doing it for about the past 15 years. Where my kid? Jalen. I don't know if he in there. I had to ask him. I don't think he ever got no whooping. He 18. I don't think he's ever gotten a whooping. I don't think so. Not by me anyway. I can't control what the other parents do. But yeah, I stopped doing that a long time ago. It's because I can remember the ass whoopings that I got. That means I was traumatized by them. I don't remember the lesson that I learned. I remember the ass whoopings. I don't even remember what I got ass whoopings. I remember one ass whooping that I got. Yeah, it's crazy. And to think of it now, just thinking of it, the punishment didn't justify the crime. The crime was, I think, hiding with, like, the mid progress reports came home. I had like a D or something in the class, and I just didn't give it to her to sign. That's it. That was the crime. And so, when you realize you're passing on trauma to your kids, and they're gonna remember that shit. Like, we ain't supposed to remember us getting our ass whooped with Hot Wheel tracks and extension cords and going out to the bush and cutting your own limb. We're not supposed to remember shit like that. That's not, like, what the hell? That's literally beating. But all right, let's get back to the psychologist.
No child development researcher would ever tell you that spanking is a good idea at this point. It only leads to negative behaviors in the child.
It always made me suspicious of her credentials to hear her advocate for violent parenting. What person who's educated in the field of child development would do that.
I think that there are rules and in their structure, and there's a thing called boundaries, and boundaries have been proven to create healthy relationships, not just between people, but for that person within themselves.
Okay, but boundaries don't really relate to corporal punishment. You're conflating things that are of different issues.
If we raise kids with no boundaries and no structure and discipline, they go out into the world and they don't understand that, and they end up being in battles, and they end up
Hey y'all, I'm just gonna spoiler alert. This lady, gentle boundaries, and I don't know what gentle parent. She wants gentle parenting, but she also wants the child to be spanked. That is crazy. That's the opposite of gentle parenting. But never mind.
actually having a lot of issues with law enforcement.
Completely untrue. People with law enforcement problems are far more often the victim of abuse or violence in the home than not.
The jails aren't full of people who were gentle parented. It's quite the opposite. They're full of people who were hit as children. Same things with shows like Beyond Scared Straight. Do you think those kids were being hugged every day? Those kids got beat. I'll promise you that.
The data shows that.
And you know what they learned? When somebody ain't doing what you want them to do, beat their ass. That's what's passed on. You not doing what I want you to do. You made me mad. You broke something. Whoop their ass.
Being hit as a child leads to prison much more than not being hit. The notion that parents are hitting children in order to keep them out of prison is completely backwards folk logic that does not fit with the.
They got this shit from the Bible. Spare the rod, spoil the child.
Actual data.
The more you put,
as if a spoiled child is a bad thing. If the child is doing what they're supposed to do and they give you no issues, why not spoil them? Why not reward them for good behavior?
your hands on your child, the more normalized violence becomes and the more they perpetuate it outside the house.
So Cheyenne's building an argument for violence toward children entirely built on folk wisdom, ignoring the modern knowledge and studies in the child psychology field, which she claims to be a part of. For you, civilian, to claim that hitting kids is a good idea is totally different than a supposed family and child therapist or a psychology expert to argue that when no one else in the field would. That, more than anything, made me certain that she wasn't really a doctor.
Much of her points will be like nonsensical to actual doctors. But here's the thing. She sounds great to untrained ears. See, in the Black community, we aren't really like great fans of, gentle parenting, spare the rod, spoil the child. You would expect the actual professional who's trained in child therapy to be able to diagnose children, find solutions, figure out why kids are acting this way and how to solve it. Cheyenne Bryant, I guess, solution for a bratty kid is to bring out that.
That's the thing. Communicating with your children. I told y'all I had to apologize to my damn child the other day because she interrupted me and I did what I was taught. Hey, you grown people talking, I'm working, go. She threw a little hissy fit. But yeah, she made me apologize to her for telling her, go on while I'm working. It happened. You gotta listen to these little crumb snatchers. They ain't asked to be here.
Belt and whoop them. And so Ray is like, bro, this is not what a doctor who's trained in child therapy would say. Even if you're one of those people who agree with her and you agree that 2-year-olds deserve corporal punishment, you at least have to see some type of red flag in a doctor not being able to
pap, smacking the baby on the leg. Pap. Crazy work, right? A 2-year-old. And we do it. We will pop the 2-year-old on the hand, on the thigh, all that good shit on the butt. At 2. These motherfuckers don't know what's going on, and we will tap them.
Contain herself as somebody rebuttals or responds. Now, in this case, Teray wasn't even rebuttal. He was just trying to end the show. He was trying to wrap up, so he was doing his little monologue before wrapping up. Because he offered up any type of critique, she couldn't even allow him to say 3 sentences out of his mouth before she tries to interrupt to go on another 4 or 5 minute soliloquy.
There's a big world that they are able to participate in, but they cannot be the center of attention to everything. And so I'll end on saying,
she said, I'll end on this because the producer was then telling her, stop talking. You've been talking forever. And she's signaling back, okay, I'll stop eventually. It really destroys the flow of the show to have one person talk.
In my personal opinion, more adults need their ass whooped than these kids. These adults need the spankings that y'all saying these kids need.
talk for a long time, especially when they have nothing to say.
What I do agree with is that every child is different, that every child may not necessarily need
She's not making a coherent or intelligent point.
the same level of discipline, but every child does need structure and discipline in order for that child to grow up and be an adult who understands that this is the law of the land. This is how life works. And successful people, not just only externally, but internally, what they do carry at the nucleus of who they are is discipline and boundaries.
All of that was somehow a defense of parents hitting children. Meanwhile, the producer is yelling at me to wrap the show because we're about to be late. We've got to stay on time. So I've got to flow into the ending, and I don't want to destroy her silly point and make her look bad, but I'm letting her know I heard the gentle parenting dig. So I say,
gentle parenting creates gentle children. Sign me up. I definitely want to create more gentle adults, especially men.
That's a way of disagreeing with her in an agreeable way. You can't argue against the world needing more gentle men. Male violence is a central problem in the world.
That's because we got motherfucking testosterone and we're competitive. It's never gonna subside between men because that's just in our nature. As we fight, we war. Gladiator sport, baby. Gladiators. It's always been that way. Who's the strongest? Who's the biggest? So it ain't gonna stop. We're not gonna have more gentler men.
So that was a gentle.
You can't just think about this. You say more gentle men. We have armed forces. There's always gonna be some people with the mind frame that they want to kill, that they want to drop bombs, they want to participate in war. So you're not gonna get the gentle. It's always gonna be your snipers, your army rangers, your Marines, all of this shit. It's always going to be people that's going to want to do martial arts, which is fighting, UFC, fighting, boxing. Now, it may not, but the sanctioned sports, those might not turn into losses of life. But the other things, you're not going to have, you can't have more gentle men because then we wouldn't have the men that we need for the jobs that require killers. It's as simple as that. Somebody got to pull the trigger.
Retort to her non-point, and it wrapped the show up on a nice tone. And suddenly, we were on time. At that moment, I had about 60 seconds left to read 60 seconds worth of business, sponsor promos, and stuff like that. So I had pulled it off. Cheyenne knows I'm wrapping the show, but she won't let it go.
I definitely want to create more gentle adults, especially men, especially men.
When I said, hold on, everybody, that's my signal to her that she can't get back in. Please stop talking. I'm wrapping the show. Because I can hear her trying to get back into the conversation. She's trying to interrupt me.
You are a gentle.
Now, we're not in the same room. We're on Zoom. I can only hear her through an earpiece. And if I'm talking, I cannot hear what's coming through the earpiece. I can only hear that someone is talking, but not what they're saying. And I know that if two people are talking at once, the audience can't hear either of them, and it's terrible TV. We've talked about this 100 times, but she won't stop.
I disagree. Arguments are great fucking TV. We can pick out the code words that we need to pick out to see who winning.
Hold on, guys. For a second time, I'm telling her again, hold on. Please stop talking. I'm the host and I'm not relenting. That means you must stop talking. Let me do my job. I've got to be able to do my job as far as shaping the conversation for maximum impact and holding us on time. When you interrupt me, you're making it impossible for me to do my job.
Hold on, guys. That's what we need in the world is more gentle men who understand.
You're very gentle, and it comes
but even though she has nothing to say, she is dying to interrupt me.
No, sweet DJ. No. Nope. It's people getting on her ass. In fact, Corey Holcomb was, and I probably reviewed that on a separate one. I don't have that clip already loaded up. But yeah, Corey Holcomb and Paul Pierce, they got together and they realized they knew some shit about her too, and they were like, "Oh yeah," but so yeah, she can't scrub the memory of motherfuckers who was around that know. And eventually, it's gonna be a whole bunch of motherfuckers that come around that know that's gonna be willing to talk for some money. So yeah, she not even actually from the shit that I'm still saying. I'm like, why would you still have this on your goddamn page anyway? So she not trying to scrub her IG or nothing. That shit's still there. She still got herself looking like a thought, except on her 18th birthday on her IG. She ain't taking this shit down. Like it's a picture of her and her dad that it looks so inappropriate, and she's an adult in this picture. Like, hey, that looks weird. That look like girlfriend and boy. The way they own each other look like girlfriend and boyfriend, but it's actually daddy and daughter.
Hold on, guys. That's what we need. And she's attacking me now. You're very gentle. She intends it to seem emasculating. She's basically saying.
But see, that's what I don't understand about women. He said he wants, if gentle parenting creates more gentle kids, sign me up, especially more gentle men. And she's saying, you're plenty gentle. But ain't that what you said that you need? Ain't that what you said you wanted? You wanted a world of gentle kids. The gentle males and the gentle females grow up to be gentle. So this is what you want out of the world, but then you're judging this man for being what the fuck you said you want out the world. You want the world to be gentle like him. This is what you want. He wants the same thing though. But it's a dish that both of y'all want the same goddamn thing. Women, man, women.
You're gay.
You might as well call him gay, because what you were trying to do was emasculate him. It's not his fault that you're not a real doctor.
Here he is trying to have a civilized discussion, and here you had his hood rat trying to tear this brother down and emasculate him. This woman gives off.
Is that the nigga from the show? That looked like the dude from the show that was at the bottom.
Hood rat, halfway educated energy.
I can hear her talking a lot while I'm talking. And by now I know we've talked at the same time for a while. This is bad TV. She's like a barrier preventing me from doing my job. And because we had talked about that specific issue all season long, I got upset.
Let's just stop and go back. Because I'm wrapping the
It's on her IG. I'm going to play some videos of House of Hypocrites, though. He has been digging in on her for about the past week and a half, maybe. Well, I've been catching the past week and a half.
Show, and you're interrupting me.
First of all,
we spent a whole meeting on this.
We spent a whole meeting on this because we had spent a whole meeting with the producer to explain again this one issue. Don't interrupt him when he's wrapping the show. When he's doing any of the traffic cop business of hosting the show, as in moving us from one segment to the next or ending the show. I have to be able to do those things without her breaking in to say nothing.
Well, Teray, first of all, Teray,
why would you let me wrap the show? I'm ending the show.
First of all,
we're getting out of here. Like, what is the point? What is the point? It says go to host step up.
When you're talking to me.
She tells him to lower his voice that wasn't raised at that point.
I said, why don't you let me wrap the show? I'm explaining why I'm upset. I'm focused on the issue at hand.
He's not being aggressive. He's not really even.
Yeah, I did a show with him once. I was like, I like this nigga, so I started following him.
Being dismissive, but he just wants to wrap the show and get out of there.
Lower your fucking voice when you're talking to me.
So now the supposed doctor, who's supposedly a talk therapist, who supposedly understands conflict management, is cursing at me and mocking me for having feelings and trying to trigger me further.
Her name calling.
That was his gotcha bitch moment. He got her without even having to do nothing. He agreed with her. He understood what she did with the gentle parenting. So he fired back, agreed with her, and he rage baited the fuck out of her. And she couldn't control herself. The person that's supposed to help you control your emotions. If people still booked her after this shit.
Teray means absolutely nothing, but it shows how ignorant she is.
I ain't talking about as like booking her as like a bigger celebrity and getting your views on a podcast. People was booking this bitch for mental health advice.
is.
This is not professional TV demeanor, but it's definitely not a professional therapist with a doctorate. That's clear.
Because you're acting very, very gentle, very soft, and very feminine.
She's trying to trigger me. She's trying to say you're gay because I'm upset that she broke protocol for the.
And this is a married man to a woman, by the way. She ain't married or got no nigga, but she calling this nigga soft and gentle. And apparently his bitch like it.
Millionth time?
Soft and very feminine.
I'm very feminine, she says.
She calls him feminine.
So getting upset is feminine? That's a strange thing to say when you're into female empowerment. Your acting feminine is a diss in your mind? Is that what you teach your clients? Coach Bryant?
All right, you talk to your wife like that. You don't talk to me like that. I am not trying.
What does his wife have to do with any of this situation? She's just trying to insult Touré. You don't talk to me like that. The calm demeanor of Touré is exactly what a lot of women tell men they're looking for.
Talk to your wife. First, he's gentle and he sounds soft and feminine, but then you're saying talk to your wife this way. I don't get it. Is he talking feminine or is he talking to a way that you would say he should talk to his wife because you ain't his wife? Like, you can't talk to me like this. But you're saying he's soft-spoken. I'm confused at the disses.
Right? They want somebody that can be calm and understanding and speak to them in a way to try to get through to them. But now, that in Cheyenne's mind, that's weakness. And she's throwing it back in his face.
I'm not proud that I lost my cool, but even though I was upset, I remained focused on the issue. Your interrupting is making it impossible for me to do my job. And we had a whole meeting about that. She's attacking my manhood.
I'm not your wife, Softy.
I'm not your wife, Softy. Again, with the attempted emasculation. Again, trying to amp up the problem and not taking any accountability.
If he's a softy, apparently you're trying to say that what he's doing is disrespectful. He's talking to you disrespectfully. That's what you're trying to say. You're disrespecting me. You don't talk to me like that. You don't raise your voice at me like that. Raise your voice at your wife like that. But that's the opposite of being soft. That's the opposite of being feminine. That's a nigga who run his goddamn household. I'm confused at what she's saying.
Again, trying to trigger me, trying to insult me, going way out of bounds. I am not trying to insult her. I'm saying, let me do my job. She's pulling off her earrings and smearing on the Vaseline.
Don't fucking talk to me like that. Check.
Frank and Ariva, I apologize.
Check yourself. You don't talk to me like that.
Hold
talk
on,
to your
Doc.
wife like that.
Doc, hold on.
This is not a person with a doctorate in psychology. I don't need to see
Man, she ain't even want to listen to the producer.
any transcripts. She still was mad wild even after I stopped talking.
Shut the fuck up talking to me like that. That's what you do. That's what you do. You better tap into your gentleness and real quick.
We went back to the beginning of the ending and I read the final credits, finished my job and logged out. It was the most disappointing ending to a season that I had worked really hard on.
Touré was trying to reason with her, trying to tell her something professional that she should have known.
Cheyenne, no Dr. Bryant calling that man soft and gentle like it was a drag while the internet is currently playing CSI Miami with her credentials is taking me the fuck out. And soft, please. Meanwhile, every time you ask or get asked a follow-up question, you want people to be soft with you and all of your supporters are forming a prayer circle around you talking about giving grace.
Well, see, she thought this, that's the thing about the internet. This clip is a year old, but it popped up last week like the shit just happened. And so in her mind, she like, for the past month or so since the Breakfast Club, people have been saying, show your diploma, bitch. Show the graduation pictures or something. And she was like, I ain't showing y'all shit. Kiss my ass, look at my titties, look at my pussy shit. She been doing that shit there. And she thinks that this video happened in the midst of all that, and it didn't. That's the crazy part about the internet. It will bring some shit back to life.
And what? Softness. Because suddenly softness matters. Suddenly gentleness matters. And suddenly people should be handled with care, which is interesting because the first time that you got to try and sun that black man publicly, femininity and softness became the insults. Suddenly emotional regulation became weakness. And suddenly not performing WWE SmackDown masculinity.
That's what the fuck I just said. I'm like, which one you want from him? Because you said that you wanted more gentle humans in the world. He agreed with you. And then you went to calling him soft. So that means you don't want a generation of soft kids who turn into soft adults. You can't have it both ways.
Meant that somebody was less credible. And let's stop with the fake confusion right now, because Black people, we know what soft means when it's used or said at a Black man with an attitude behind it. That is community code for you ain't man enough for me to give a fuck, care, or respect you. And that is the appetizer before homophobia and all of that shit really shows up. Honestly, the thing that is gagging me the
I like this sister. It's a dark-skinned sister saying this shit too. I like her. She ain't lying. She ain't lying. That's the number one go-to. You gay.
most about this is that the woman that is publicly begging for nuance right now, empathy, understanding, and grace, tries to weaponize softness against somebody else. Bitch, you are currently asking for people to handle you gently right now.
You know, oh shit, I like her. I gotta skip that bit. She went on and turned it to me. Bitch, she did. She talked nice as a motherfucker and then went on and cussed her out. She do got some chompers on her though. Sheesh. I be watching his YouTube channel too. I think his shit like Fawcett Media or something on YouTube. I didn't know he had a TikTok.
And she should have known.
Cheyenne, no Dr. Bryant calling that man soft and gentle like it was a drag while the internet is currently playing CSI Miami with her credentials is taking me the fuck out. And soft, please. Meanwhile, every time you ask or get asked a follow-up question, you want people to be soft with you, and all of your supporters are forming a prayer circle around you talking about giving grace and what? Softness. Because suddenly softness matters. Suddenly gentleness matters. And suddenly people should be handled with care, which is interesting because the first time that you got to try and sun that black man publicly, femininity and softness became the insults. Suddenly emotional regulation became weakness. And suddenly not performing WWE SmackDown masculinity meant that somebody was less credible. And let's stop with the fake confusion right now, because black people, we know what soft means when it's used or said at a black man with an attitude behind it. That is community code for you ain't man enough for me to give a fuck, care, or respect you. And that is the appetizer before homophobia and all of that shit really shows up. Honestly, the thing that is gagging me the most about this is that the woman that is publicly begging for nuance right now, empathy, understanding, and grace, tries to weaponize softness against somebody else. Bitch, you are currently asking for people to handle you gently right now.
You know, I really hate it when y'all make me come in defense of a man. So many times I have heard women, including myself, say,
wait, what? This heifer said, I really hate when y'all make me come to a defense of a man. So, bitch, you women, so men can't be defended in this woman's brain. She hate to have to come out here and defend a nigga. What the fuck? Who hurt you, bitch?
Bitch, you are currently asking for people to handle you gently right now.
You know, I really hate it when y'all make me come in defense of a man. So many.
Who hurt you, ho? This woman said, I hate that you make me cut. Damn. So men are always fucking wrong. What the fuck? That's crazy work.
Times I have heard women, including myself, say that we want a man who's able to have communication without aggression. We want a man who is able to speak with us without yelling and without, you know, getting buck and all of that. We want someone who is able to have serious conversations, lighthearted conversations, funny conversations, awkward conversations, or whatever, and still not lose that respect for us. And in the clip that I saw between these two, that's exactly what Toure was doing. He didn't agree with her statements about gentle parenting. I didn't agree with it either, but he voiced his opinion. He voiced his reason why, and he tried to wrap it up. And
no, but he actually did agree with her. He said if gentle parenting is going to create gentle adults, sign me up, especially gentle men. We need more of them. He actually agreed with her. He didn't disagree. He just framed it in a way that he knew she wasn't gonna like. She didn't even bother to hear the part where he agreed with her and said, sign me up for gentle parenting then if it's gonna work the way you say it does.
And she took a complete turn, an unnecessary turn. Why are we over here talking about, I'm not your wife, I'm not your wife, you better calm down talking to me like that, gentle.
See, because he knew he wasn't going to say, shut the fuck up, bitch, this my show. She knew he wasn't going to say that. Paul Pierce was talking to her like a real nigga. Y'all remember, I reviewed that junk, because Paul Pierce was going, he was just talking shit. He was not letting her get away with that bullshit. And he was flirting with her. He probably cracked her.
Gentle. And we know what that is. We know what that is. You're trying to call him feminine. What? Because he not cussing you out and getting buck and saying he's gonna put hands on you or something. And we already have the situation where people don't think she's a doctor, and you're literally giving us examples on a platter. What doctor talks to somebody like that, especially in a public setting?
I had worked really hard to avoid that moment right there. And I think the reason why I got so upset was that her interrupting me in that moment showed that all the work I had done all season long was for nothing. See, being the host of a TV show is about more than what happens on the air. You have to manage your relationships with the other people on the show so they feel comfortable to trust you as the leader. The audience perceives us to have good chemistry when we have built trust off screen. Then it will show on screen. I had spent a ton of time throughout that season coaching her up like I was her TV life coach. Cheyenne back then was a person with a ton of TV talent. She had charisma and would say captivating things sometimes, but she was still super raw as far as understanding the structure of TV. She would talk for 5 minutes straight, an unprofessionally long monologue that destroys the flow of the show. I was there to help her bridge the divide. I was brought in to be the host of the second season of the show. In the first season, they had seen that Cheyenne often said things that went viral, but she was very difficult to work with as far as the on-air stuff, like interrupting co-hosts, talking for insanely long periods of time, wandering off of the subject, stuff that really damages the quality of a show. I was brought in as a veteran, experienced host to help bring more structure to the show, which really meant reining in Cheyenne's on-air excesses. From the first conversation we had, I did not believe she was a doctor, and I always bristled at being asked to call her that. It never felt right. I could tell she was nobody's intellectual. But as an experienced host, I knew that creating on-air rapport is about a lot more than what happens on the air. I'm the one leading the conversation, so I'm the QB, and I always understood that I had to make Cheyenne feel safe. As in, with me as the QB, you will be able to talk a lot. I will throw the ball to you as much as I can. You're the number one option. I'm here to lift you up. I said those exact things to her over and over. She loved football analogies. You're the number one option on every play. I told her that so many times. I'm always looking to throw the ball to you, as in throw the conversation over to you. I communicated that on the show and offline. When I introduced the 3 guests, I introduced her last and put extra sauce on her intro to indicate that she was the star and placate her ego. I texted her before and after shows saying, you're the number one option. I'm going to get you the ball more than anyone else. But you got to let me do the traffic cop stuff. You got to let me change segments and wrap the show without having to compete with you for the space. You got to know that when I tell you to chill, don't interrupt, you got to chill. I'm the host. And when you go against the direction that I'm building up, it messes up the whole thing. And it looks like a mess. To have the permanent guest interrupting the host while he's driving the show is giving soul plane TV. And I am never trying to do soul plane TV. So I assured her over and over that she was the number one option. She's my number one wide receiver. I made sure that she got to talk whenever she wanted to. She could do a tiny pinky move and I'd know Cheyenne wants to respond to the point someone just made. Let me get her in. She was truly the first among equals, and I set her up to talk more often than everyone else. She often took her time and said completely uninformed things, and I didn't smash her. We were teammates. Sometimes I let her tease me and get the best of me, and it was fine. Like here, I teased one of the other guests about being too young. He's the youngest member of the show. So I said he was too young to remember Obama.
Dimitri, does this feel, I know you weren't alive for the Obama administration, but does this feel disrespectful to the former?
Cheyenne leapt in to say, Torre, you're so old, you're dead.
That's okay, Dimitri, because Torre was technically dead. He's an ancestor.
Okay. I let that pass without comment. All good. Make a joke at my expense sometimes. No problem. That can be good for the show. I did not make jokes at her expense in the same way because I didn't want her to feel like she had to get me back. Again, placating her ego. But I was unwavering in the message that children should not be spanked, no hitting, no corporal punishment ever. And she was unwavering in saying what no child or family therapist would. Gentle parenting is bad. That's just not how a marriage therapist with 3 doctorates talks. That's not how someone who has been through the academy sees the world. But after months of telling her, you're going to talk the most, and proving that show after show, giving her more chances to talk than everyone else, even despite all of that, she couldn't prevent herself from fighting for one more comment. I was so disappointed because I had put so much into building her up and making her feel special and making her feel like you will be heard. Just let me do my job. And even still, she lacked enough self-control to actually be professional. This was someone who loved to hear herself talk, not someone who tried to make sure she had something valuable to say. I fear all of this comes because she wants to be famous and wants to be listened to. She thought she could till she made it. And what we have instead is a case of stolen valor, the academic version.
And I went to school with Cheyenne Bryant. She was already calling herself doctor. We got into an argument about it one time because the dialogue we were having in class was, do we call ourselves doctor even though we weren't completed with school? And she said she paid so that she could be a doctor. We got into a very heated argument about it. And our instructor said, you cannot say that you're a doctor if you haven't completed your dissertation and done with school.
It works. We've only found proof of a master's. We find nothing that says doctoral program, doctor, but we can confirm she has a master's at least.
Period. Now, I don't know if she graduated or not. What I will tell you is I got my transcripts last year. So when she's saying she couldn't get it, and she lied because I got my shit.
I suggest that we all as a community just collectively ignore Doc McStuffins, okay? Check yourself. You don't talk to me like that. Shut the fuck up talking to me like that. That's what you do. That's what you do. You better tap into your gentleness and real quick.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment all the things. I will be back tomorrow.
Not Doc McStuffins. Okay, next on the list is House of Hypocrites. He been is it gonna play? Is it?
You have a 4.1. We want to give you an financial academic scholarship.
Mind you, she's talking about Argosy.
He on her ass. Why is the
University?
Because you have killed the game pretty much in my terms. And I got a scholarship without asking for it because I not only doubled up, but I got a 4.1 in that school. And I say that to say.
You say that to say that you was a motherfucking lie. Because when you went on the Breakfast Club, you just told us.
We can fully refund you your money under one circumstance. We give you your money back. You don't get credit for not a class, a course, a program you took in this university.
Cheyenne Bryant might be the most successful.
He was also on Pop the Balloon too.
Liar that is on the internet. When y'all see this shit.
Recently, it's on his channel.
Let's get to the video.
What I want to say as far as like my background, I went to Cal State Northridge. I got 2 double degrees, psychology, Pan-African study. I went to Cal State Northridge. I got 2 double degrees, psychology, Pan-African study. I went to Cal State Northridge. I got 2 double degrees, psychology, Pan-African study.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
So we looking at this. Alumni of California State University, Northridge. Class of 2009. What we gonna do, we gonna scroll down for the graduates. And you already know what you're here for. So you already know who we're searching for. Dr. Shy and Bryant. Only thing is, we can't find no credentials on being a doctor, but we could find a degree in apparel and fashion. Now that's interesting. Whoever over California State University of Northridge University Relations and Advancement, they got some inside jokes. They can't really say something without saying something, but they put it on their page. Cheyenne Bryant is there. Is there a doctor in the house claims she earned the title? And then they posted and clip a TMZ news article about it. This is where she says she got her Pan-African studies.
Stop the cap.
Hey man, when the college has joined in on calling you a liar, you pretty much is a liar. Yeah, she thinks she UMA, Pan-African Studies, whatever the fuck that is. What can you do with a degree in Pan-African Studies? Can you go over in Africa and speak the language? What the fuck do you do with it? Go be a professor?
When you go on their site, there's no Pan-African studies that you can study at Cal State University of Ridge. And she also said she got something in psychology. And just to find out, her degree was in apparel. She went there between 2005 and 2009. But post on her Instagram as if she 2005 and 2000.
Y'all gotta get that screen grab. So that's her first degree there in apparel and fashion. She was gonna be a personal stylist.
But post on her Instagram as if she graduated in 2012.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Now, I honestly could be misinterpreted.
Where in the fuck does he find these clips from? This shit is funny. Where did he find the little white boy to say, wait a minute, who are you? Oh, shit.
In the third 2012 post. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Instagram just came along. She just got an Instagram and had to show, hey, it doesn't stop here. I got my master's somehow, but you're using graduation pictures from apparel and fashion.
That's stupid. You use your common sense.
This don't seem off to y'all? Or am I looking too deep? It ain't too deep until you seen the rest of this.
I was going to go to law school, and then I thought, well, I don't want to do law because I want to be a mama bear at some point and a wife, and I want to be able to have some time for my kids and family. Didn't know that I'd be ending up getting into politics anyways, right? Where I'm not going to have any time for anything.
Man, this nigga face big as hell. This nigga look like one of them Stonehenge masks. One of them little African masks that be on the wall.
Anyways, but community work and service of people, which is what I love to do. I got my master's from University of Phoenix in marriage, family, and child therapy. Then I went on to Argus University and I got my doctorate. I started college at 17, and then I dropped out of college because I bought my first home at 19. I opened up a daycare in my home. I opened up a retail store on Melrose. You guys remember Melrose out in Los Angeles? Melrose, the big retail excursion tourist spot that people love. I opened up 3 retail stores on Melrose.
What?
And I was putting in probably like 60, 70 hours a week. I would do VIP appointments where I shut the whole store down and let people come in and rent it out for a couple hours, provide food, and do this whole shop for them and dress them. And then I realized, well, I want to be able to have all this time, right, for this family that I just knew I was going to have so soon. That's why I say, you guys, we plan and God laughs. And so I shut down the store, went back to school, took 26 units a semester. And I remember the dean telling me, you have to get permission to take these 26 units.
So what school allowed her to take 26 units? She didn't specify what school allowed her to take 26 college motherfucking units. Now, for people who never went to college, I'm gonna allow the people in the comments to tell you how egregious 26 units in a semester is. I was barely keeping up with 8. And I maintained a 3.4 GPA.
And I said, okay, fine. He said, you have to put in a form for request. I put in a request, and the dean said, there's no way you're going to take 26 units. You got to prove to us that you can do at least 12 units, and you can pretty much, breeze through that with all A's or B's. And so I came back with all A's, and he said, I'll grant you 19 units. I said, I want my 26.
Stop the cap.
He gave my 26 units. The next semester I had 22. The last semester I had 19. I said, I'm out of here with 2 degrees. A good day. When I went to my master's program, I said, I'm here. I want to double up on everything because I don't have time to waste. And they told me, we don't do double up here. I said, well, then I will not be enrolling into your program. Thank you, Chicago School of Psychology. I'll go elsewhere. I went to Argus. They said, hey, if you can show you can double up and keep your GPA at a 3.8 or higher, we'll let you do it.
So you got a master's at she got a master's at University of Phoenix. And she got double degrees at Chicago Law and Psychology. And now you got your master's at Argosy. That's interesting. You never said that. You said you said you got your doctorate at Argosy University.
And so I breezed through that, and I was able to keep my GPA up. I got done with a 3.5 program, including internship, in 2 years, and went on to my doctorate. Same thing with doctorates. I want to double up. They said, it's a doctorate program. There's no way. And you can't do it. They said, if you keep your GPA 3.8 or higher, we'll let you. They called me, I think a year and a half into my academics and said, hey, Cheyenne, because I wasn't Dr. Bryant yet, Cheyenne, you have a 4.1. We want to give you an financial academic scholarship.
Mind you, she's talking about Argosy University.
Because you have killed the game pretty much in my terms. And I got a scholarship without asking for it because I not only doubled up, but I got a 4.1 in that school. And I say that to say—
You say that to say that you was a motherfucking lie. Because when you went on the Breakfast Club, you just told us that they said, hey, if you want to get a refund, we'll do that. But you will get no credit for taking any of these courses. And you said, no, you good.
No access to records. And then I contacted, financial aid. You can't make up financial aid. It shows that I paid for a doctoral program alongside my master's program and my undergrad program. And they said, we can fully refund you your money under one circumstance. We give you your money back. You don't get credit for not a class, a course, a program you took in this university, at this institute.
Bro, what are you talking about?
So do you want us to refund you? Or do you want us not? I said no.
But now you saying Argosy gave you a scholarship because you had a 4.10 doing these courses. If this woman had a 4.1, she is one of the smartest individuals that ever graced California's education system.
Again, this is the young girl who got kicked out of the whole district, right? A young girl who also experienced teenage pregnancy. And when I experienced teenage pregnancy, I had a family who, and especially a father who was very much in my life. And he called me. I still remember to this day, he said, you may hate me today, but you will thank me tomorrow. We will be, we're going in the morning for you to.
Why he call you, nigga? He ain't pull up on you and had that conversation? He called you. All right, cool. She 14 at the time.
Who, and especially a father who was very much in my life. And he called me. I still remember to this day, he said, you may hate me today, but you will thank me tomorrow. We will be, we're going in the morning for you to, and all respect to those who are pro-life. I was a teenager at this time, okay? You are going and we're going to have an abortion. You're not going to have this child. You may hate me now. You'll thank me later. And I remember us going and my mother and grandmother were like, you can't have an abortion. No way. We're helping you raise it. We're doing anything. And my dad's like, heck no.
That's the video I was really going to make. She had a pregnancy at 14 years old. Got rid of it. Then had one at 16 years old. Got rid of it. So when people ask her,
she been out here fucking. She got pregnant at 14 and 16, so she just didn't learn nothing from the first pregnancy. Like the family apparently didn't learn. Well, I guess. Well, no, she might got there. She's around my age. Well, yeah, I graduated in 2001. I don't know how old the lady is. She's in her 40s. I'm in my 40s. We were in the same age. They had them. They had the birth control you could put in the arm and shit. They definitely had Mirena in 2000. Well, no, well, shit, 14. That was, yeah, it was late 90s. Well, nah, I don't know. I can't. I don't know what the birth control like in the late 90s. She had two of them things, though. I know that 14 and 16.
why don't she have children? She gives the excuse. But in my belief, I don't think she can have children anymore because in her younger ages, she didn't aborted too many children. That's the next video. And it won't be speculation. It will be all from Cheyenne Bryant's lying lips. So it's just like, now we just got to take anything she says with a grain of salt. And if she ain't doing this, then we can believe that she's telling the truth or not. But leave y'all thoughts. This getting interesting.
Let's rock. So we get there. My parents and family were the last people I saw walking in, the first support that I seen walking out. I think I was in my mid-20s. I remember calling my father and saying, thank you. And he said, for what? I said, for being so strong in that decision, because as a young woman who is able to have the freedom of being successful, thank you. You made the right decision for me, and thank you for being such a proactive, involved father. So again, a girl who experienced teenage pregnancy, a product of a street papa, a product of teenage parents, all those things, and there's so much more that I can add to it, and we don't have time for.
And a fucking appropriate. Inappropriate. Dad and daughter. Now the first one is, hold on, because I gotta say this one to the left, that one's normal. I don't know about this one here. Wait, let's see. Because he scrolled through it.
Parents, all those things, and there's so much more that I can add to it. A product of teenage parents, all those things. And
okay, so she's a product of teenage parents. So she actually repeated the cycle. He stopped it.
And there's so much more that
Okay, I guess the hand placement there, that's what he was pointing out. The hand placement on the belly button. I'm just saying, it's weird to me.
can add to it, and we don't have time for. But I want to tell you guys that I prevailed, and I didn't have support. I'm the first generation to go to college.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I'm the first generation to graduate from college. I'm the first doctor of my family on both sides.
Stop the cap.
And thus far, I am the only doctor in my family on both sides. And so I'm telling you now.
The house hypocrites on her ass. Y'all ain't subscribed. Y'all go over there and subscribe. You see the next one coming up back up too. If you plays and playing, just stop.
She said Ayana was one of her mentors. Now I'm like, nah, dog, this just must be a lie. Until I found a picture. Cheyenne Bryant has been going viral because nobody believed that she is a doctor.
That what I have found in my field of 18 years is that, I want to say this, I didn't get it. I've been in my field for 18 years.
We was asking, what a degree at? At least show the diploma. Where your graduation pictures at? I got the graduation pictures. And by the end of this video, you might owe Dr. Cheyenne Bryant an apology.
I had these put together in a certain way, but I apparently it didn't save the way that.
Now, this is an old picture of Cheyenne Bryant.
So
I want y'all to tell me, how old do you think Cheyenne Bryant is in this picture? And this is very important because we're going to have a conversation. One that I already had within my previous video. I should also say too, Cheyenne Bryant fucked around and blocked me on Instagram. I don't know how, because I only got goddamn 98 followers. I'm gonna pin my Instagram in the comments so y'all I can get some more followers. But Cheyenne Bryant says she attended.
Nigga, she heard about the work that you was doing on YouTube and she blocked you. She was all over this nigga YouTube to block him on IG.
Cal State University of Northridge when she was 17 years old. Cheyenne Bryant, currently, if this information is correct, she's 43 years old. But what she's been lacking is transparency, and I think that is strategic. She's not telling you that her last graduation was in 2012.
She's finna be 44.
Almost 15 years ago. Why is that even important or relevant? Because when Cheyenne Bryant was 17 years old, it was the year 2000.
Where did you just start? You might start as far as like a therapist. I started off as a marriage, child therapist about 18 years ago. before I obtained my doctorate degree in counseling psychology. Once I became a doctor of psychology, I transitioned from a therapist to a psychology expert in private practice.
Now, I ain't the smartest nigga in the world, but if you post on your
Why is it down here in the music section? Get away from there. Okay, come on. Thank you for the $3 cash app.
But I've never smelled a woman smell like that. But
Yo. Wrong drop.
we appreciate $1, but we would rather have 10. We appreciate $20, but we would rather have 50. We appreciate $50, but we would rather have 100. We appreciate $100, but we would rather have 200. Thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
And where did it go? Where did it go? Thank you for the $4 super chat.
We appreciate $1, but we would rather have 10. We appreciate $20, but we would rather have 50. We appreciate $50, but we would rather have 100. We appreciate $100, but we would rather have 200. Thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
Instagram, November 3rd, 2012. It doesn't stop here. And in the post, you are in a cap and gown. And the post reads, Master of Science in Counseling, Marriage, Family, and Child Therapy. And you scroll down to the bottom, you will see Cheyenne Bryant. Now that's interesting. How have you been working in child marriage and therapy?
Marriage, family, child therapist about 18 years ago.
For 18 years, when just in 2012, you obtained your master's. Before you argue with me,
it's easy. That hoe been lying. It's all it is. She been lying
about this complicated shit in California.
She was working while she was taking them 26 units. She did it.
California, you cannot become an LMFT with only a bachelor's degree. You must earn a qualifying master's degree, a doctoral degree that meets the California Board of Behavior Science. So how the fuck this lady been in
marriage, family, child therapist?
Marriage and child family therapy for 18 years, bro. Even if you do have credentials, you are a liar. So if you do the math, you would believe Cheyenne Bryant spent 12 years to obtain her doctorate. Because in the pictures that I'm showing you, this is her last graduation. But this is her last graduation when she received her master's at 30 years old. From 17 to 30, Cheyenne Bryant was a video vixen. And guess what? This was 16 years ago. So not only you claiming that you was a child therapist.
Marriage, family, child therapist about 18 years ago.
No, you're not.
You guys give me back. She was making it clap while she was a doctor. That's funny. It's some more videos she was in too. Lil Fizz said he met her on the set of an immature video. And that's B2K, ain't it?
So from 17 to 30, Cheyenne Bryant was a video vixen. And guess what? This was 16 years ago. So not only you claiming that you was a child therapist.
Marriage, family, child therapist about 18 years ago.
No, you're not.
Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not. Stop.
Since 18 years ago, you making it clap in Busta Rhymes video. And I'm not hating on a woman doing her thing, right? Getting to her bags, but it just seems like Cheyenne Bryant. Do I want to say that, man? Nah. It just seemed like Cheyenne Bryant was.
She's a hoe, sir. I mean, pregnancy at 14, pregnancy at 16. She didn't graduate at 17. That's a plus. She didn't go to college and all that, but she's still a hoe. Like none of the education in the world is gonna take out the fact that she's a hoe, and she always gonna be a hoe. It's just in her. She like dick. She do. It's just what it is. It don't make her a bad person.
Just gonna find her way on the screen by any means necessary. Only thing I'm waiting for the OnlyFans. I'm subscribing. I'm tricking out my $4.99.
I think billions of men speak like you. We'll do it. We will. She got paid to be in them goddamn videos. Them niggas paid her. The record label gave them the money, but still. She got paid to be in them goddamn videos. We is gonna pay to see this fine ass bitch. We are. We already. If she did pre-order, nigga, she would have 1 million pre-orders in a day.
$9.99. Probably it probably $30.99 max. Don't ask me how I know. I'm subscribing. That's the only thing. She done been a mayor. She done been an NAACP president. She ain't been a doctor. She a life coach. Like a video vixen. She's gonna be on camera, bro. We just waiting. Y'all already seen the thirst trap.
Antisocial personality types don't feel anxiety most of the time. They don't feel fear most of the time. Fear of getting caught, fear of consequences.
Right? So when Cheyenne Bryant said this on the Breakfast Club,
I don't need a doctorate in counseling psychology to go get licensed as a therapist. That's what we're all missing.
this is why she don't feel any type of remorse, because yes, she does have some type of qualifications in being a therapist, but she's never, to my knowledge, used her licensures, right? She hasn't put this thing into effect because when her old classmate said this,
we went to school, she was already calling herself doctor. We got into an argument about it one time because the dialogue we were having in class was, do we call ourselves doctor even though we weren't completed with school? And she said she paid so that she could be a doctor. And I said, being called doctor is that damn important.
Cheyenne Bryant feels like since she took the courses, we don't know how many, since she paid her money, she feels like she's a doctor. But back in 2015, she was already going under the moniker and presenting herself as if she already earned the title, as if she wrote the dissertation. And it's very unlikely for her to actually complete a degree when the school was already accredited, for them to lose her transcript, for them not to be able to find her goddamn dissertation. It is very unlikely. And she just flat out lied, bro. And she don't, and people wondering why we don't trust her judgment, because it's built off a lie. You could have just said you was a life coach. No.
That doesn't have the same.
Who is this man?
Doctor.
I'm gonna let y'all guess and tell me in the comments who you think this man is. Her classmate also said that she was a big fan, a huge fan of Ayanna Van Zandt. I know I be messing up her name.
One of the things that she said she wanted to do was she wanted to be the next Ayanna Van Zandt. So she went to a lot of her courses.
And when I was looking through her shit, she said Ayanna was one of her mentors. Now I'm like, nah, dog, this just must be a lie. Until I found a picture years ago. You remember I asked, who do you think this man is in this picture? Well, this is her father. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, go on
You know
over
what?
there, hypocrites.
If you made it this far, I just appreciate you for watching, dog. But this picture is crazy.
Was very active in my life. And he said, hey, you are a teenager and we're not going down this route. You are not going to have this child. You may hate me now. You'll thank me later. It wasn't forced. I was all for it. I've always trusted my father's decisions. And so when he said that, I thought, okay, I trust you. Brilliant idea. I mean, I was only 14 at the time. Let's go. Only 14 at the time. Let's go. Only 14 at the time.
Somebody said Cheyenne Bryant's last profession is to go in that pulpit and become a preacher.
I wouldn't be doing God's word, God's service. My testimony would be feeding everybody. So I made sure I let it be known. I was pregnant at 14 and pregnant at 16. That's how I'm able to sit on the phone with kids and teenagers like Lakia and not have sympathy but empathy for her.
That brings me back to this video. And I failed to mention this, but this woman was sitting up here talking to teenagers.
What I love to do, I got my master's from University of Phoenix in marriage, family, and child therapy. Then I went on to Argus University and I got my doctorate. I started college at 17 and then I dropped out of college because I bought my first home at 19. I opened up a daycare in my home. I opened up a retail store on Melrose. You guys familiar with Melrose out in Los Angeles? Melrose, the big retail excursion tourist spot that people love. I opened up 3 retail stores on Melrose and I was putting in probably like 60, 70 hours a week. I would do VIP appointments.
Stop the cap.
Like she even lied to impress children. You know what just made me lose all respect for her, even though I didn't have any respect. It's just a saying. This lady, this lady not only lied to these children, in the obituary of her father, this lady has these people calling her a doctor. Now, Dr. Dr. Bryant is something she trademarked to use as a name. But once you spell this particular word out, Doctor, you are indicating that you are actually a doctor. You put this on the obituary that's for your fathers. Now that's some crazy shit.
Not judge her, but understand her. Okay? Not only guide her, but advise her from a place that I've been there. I know what it feels like to be afraid. I know what it feels like to be dark. I know what it feels like to say, I want out. How do I get there? What does it look like? Okay?
I'm now taking the position of not believing anything Cheyenne Bryant has said. But after looking at this picture on the day of her 18th birthday, I can kind of believe she was what we call in the Black community fast. Now, this might get uncomfortable, but let's go down this rabbit hole of Cheyenne Bryant speaking about the teenage pregnancy.
I see myself in all of them. All of them. You know, I was a teenage, I experienced teenage pregnancy. The only difference is, like I said to them, the only difference is they have their choice in their action walking around every day to remind them, right, of them being a teenage mama bear. I didn't. I had my dad was and always and still is very active in my life. And he said, hey, you are a teenager and we're not going down this route. You are not going to have this child. You may hate me now. You'll thank me later. It wasn't forced. I was all for it. I've always trusted my father's decisions. And so when he said that, I thought, okay, I trust you. Brilliant idea.
If you didn't make the decision that you were not going to have it on your own, it was forced, motherfucker. You heard he said you may hate me now. You'll thank me later. We ain't doing this. That was not your choice. It was forced. You was okay with the choice, but it was forced. She got unresolved issues.
I mean, I was only 14 at the time. Let's go, whatever that means. And my parents were the last people I seen walking into the clinic and the first folks I seen walking out. when I say that to say, when I see all of them and the dogma, the trauma, the embarrassment, the judgment, how are you going to make it now that you have a child? You are shamed because you're a teenage young woman and you're pregnant and you're sexually active. And what are you doing? And all that stuff that comes with it. I get it. I get them. I understand them. I've been there. The abandonment that they experience, a lot of their abandonment behaviors that show up. They're familiar to me. They're not foreign to me. They don't show up in me in the same way now as a woman who's done her work, who every day meditates and heals and works with people all day, because I've had the leverage and advantage of doing the work for 13 plus years. And so sitting with them and seeing so much of myself in their behaviors, seeing so much of myself in Ashley's venom of her tongue.
And when I seen this, I honestly believe she's actually telling the truth. I honestly believe this version of Cheyenne Bryant being her authentic self without trying to seek validation and attention. Now, we're going to get into a deeper conversation when we speak of teen pregnancy. And then that child mind is not fully developed to understand creating a life and also taking one.
Her want to control everything because in her distorted thinking, it brings her safety when that's not it at all, right? And seeing Leah shut down from not wanting to be in love because being in love didn't work for her, and it caused her a lot of agony and pain. And so she just decided to throw it away, and not understanding that throwing away love is throwing away herself. And hope deferred makes the heart sick, and her not understanding why her heart was so sick. But she's having a beautiful man there who's saying, I want to take on you and these kids, and I want to love everything about you. And she can't understand why he would want to do something so crazy like that, because she's thrown herself away a long time ago.
This is the thing about Cheyenne Bryant disgracing her name. It's a high possibility that this woman has actually experienced this and can share that and actually help young women, children, and men. But when you go about seeking validation to a point of having this status behind your name, you seeking that more than you seeking to help somebody. Because what she's saying here is absolutely true. Because it might be something real that she has experienced. It's such a shame.
And didn't see herself as lovable, right? And so she can understand why this man wants that. And she just shuts down because she's afraid of even feeling love. And so, me seeing myself in her and bars, abandonment issues.
These feelings that she's expressing as if it's those young girls is actually hers. And it's not to say that these young girls don't feel a similar experience or feeling, but it is to say when Cheyenne Bryant talks, it's always projected on it being someone else. These are her experiences. And I think as a 43-year-old woman, she has not recovered for not being seen at these particular young ages. And it goes to say something to the parenting. But then it's like, do you believe Cheyenne Bryant? Because at one moment she'll say she didn't have supportive parents or a supporting cast. And then 2 minutes later, she says she has a supporting cast. So if we were to believe Cheyenne Bryant was pregnant at 14, had an abortion, at 16, had an abortion, y'all should see how Cheyenne Bryant talks when it comes to sex. I think this woman is just hypersexual, and she has been like that since a young age. What has caused that? She has never said anything about abuse.
Didn't I say she just is a hoe and she always gonna be a hoe? Don't make her a bad person. That's just what it is.
Right? Not to my knowledge, but we'll get to it.
Seeing all of those things that these folks were working through were stuff that I was able to see in myself, and I recognized it. And the beautiful part about it is I recognized it in them, and then was able to see how much it was healed in me. And those are the tools and tips I was able to give them and say, hey, look, all that brokenness, I had all that brokenness, and I took my broken pieces and I made peace from that.
And this is a conversation within Black YouTube right now, a place I love to be, about young girls presenting themselves to be older than what they are and putting themselves in position to meet older men. We are having that conversation in this video. If you don't like it and you fail to understand or attempt to misunderstand purposely, that's on you. Everybody know my sentiment and how I feel about these conversations. But we're going to keep on having these conversations. let's get into it. Oh, knowing the age of Cheyenne Bryant at this particular point, and we're looking at this image, right? I did a poll on my Instagram where 70% of men and majority women thought this young girl on her 18th birthday was at least 21 years older. Now, you got some women that I spoke with, be it egregious and having fair takes, that said they can tell that she was underage by her face. Now, I'm saying it's a lot of black women that look younger than what they really are, and they older. Oh, the youthful eyes, the face. It looks like a teenager that's trying to appear old, or trying to, I guess, appear like she looks older. I think the disingenuous thing about it, or the natural thing about the few women I asked about this shit, is why didn't y'all look at the attire? Why didn't y'all speak on the attire? Because when a man see this, and we're visual creatures, right? We gonna believe, like the 70% of men and women believe, that this particular girl is older than what she is. Now, here comes the parenting part, where you have to address this situation. Also, I hate when somebody say you should know. You should know. You know what I'm saying? You should know that this is a underage girl. Get the fuck out of here. For the most part, you can identify a young girl who can potentially be underage. Like, this is like at a high clip. But you can't tell me you looking at this particular picture and say, hey, that's an underage girl. Who allows their child to be so revealing with that particular attire back in 2000?
On their 18th birthday.
Right. Then it was a conversation in the space about these particular girls that dress like goddamn Cheyenne Bryant sneaking into these spaces where older men are. And they still saying, well, you should know. It's not realistic. Especially when you're in an environment expecting everybody to be of age. Then they bring the caveats in. It's not about a caveat. It's about this particular conversation about make sure your young girls dress their age, just like my parents did with my sisters. Made sure they weren't wearing no goddamn lipsticks, weaves, too tight clothing, because a man will take that visually as if your daughter is of age. Now, most men aren't predators as y'all would like to believe, especially some of these women with these egregious feminist fucking takes. Most men aren't predators. I had a conversation, which was a great conversation, about if the age of consent was low enough, men would still abide by these laws and they would partake in these particular behaviors. They want to go as egregious as 12. If the law allowed men to date 12-year-olds, then men would do it. Y'all know my pushback to that. The age of consent in over 30 states is 16 years old. Why the fuck y'all don't see more grown men with 16-year-olds? If it's a age of consent, if men abide by the rules and the law, why don't y'all see that more often? Man. Maybe because most men aren't fucking predators, and it's a fact. Then the conversation I had, which was a great one, the lady was like, well, most men, they have daughters and wives and nieces, and they wouldn't act upon this because it would be shameful in society and religion. And so I'm saying, okay, so you telling me men are rationalizing not to abide by the law because there's certain stigmas and you know what I'm saying, deterrence, which will also mean most men aren't predators.
That was the start of her video vixen years. 18th birthday, she went to the club. She probably had she had just graduated high school. She was in college though, because she started college at 17. So she was a college freshman in that picture.
Because today in 2026, there's 30 states. If men wanted to take advantage of that, they would. Why don't they? Most men aren't predators. Most men see a young girl and say, oh, I got a young daughter. I wouldn't want a man to be a predator and prey on her. I got a young sister. I got nieces, or you know what I'm saying? That's how most men are. So when 2K and Philosophical in this space was having that conversation, I see people wanting to take what they had to say out of context, mainly because you don't like the nigga, right? or mainly you have an agenda that you want to push on black men. We can't win for lose. We can't even have a conversation about uncomfortable things without being tagged with this PDF shit. I don't think it's fair. I really don't. I don't think it's fair. You know what I'm saying? And for women, well, women should be able to wear what they want. If I put up a hijab, how old is this woman? How visually attractive is this woman? Where are the key factors of knowing how old this particular woman is? If we should know, then it's disingenuous of me, right? No, it's just a realistic example, right? Of sometimes you're not gonna know, and once you do, as a man and as a woman, you do better and you act accordingly, morally, and abide by the goddamn law. You feel me? And I'm not saying because it's acceptable by law that it's right. One point in time, you can own slaves. That was by law. You feel me? One point in time, you can put hands on your wife because she didn't have no goddamn rights. Just because it's law doesn't make it right, and just because it's law don't make it wrong. Leave y'all thoughts, man.
On August 13th, 2025, at approximately 4:56 a.m., an officer was dispatched to a domestic disturbance. According to Central Dispatch, they advised that a caller and her boyfriend were involved in a verbal argument and that weapons were present inside the residence. This is body cam footage of what happened next.
Dark Purple 4, what's going on? You called? Who's got a firearm right now? Where's it at? In the house? Okay. How about you step?
One or all of them.
You said who? How about you step down here? Away from the door? Yeah. Tell me what's going on.
I'll wait till she get her story because I ain't got time to back and forth.
So you don't want to tell me what's going on?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's going on, but
what's going on?
Honestly, I don't want to put no show, but she got in 4:30 in the morning. I come in, the kids here.
Okay.
I'm getting off work at 3:30.
Okay.
She come in. I come in the house. I called her 1:30. She said she's going outside. I left the kids here.
Okay.
3:30 I get in, call her, what's going on? Oh, I'm so-and-so. I'm at my house taking I'm drunk as hell. All right, cool. 4:30 get here. She walked in with her cousin. Okay. Yeah, we got into it.
Yeah.
OG sound like he been tussling. He sound like him and her been wrestling in that motherfucker. I don't know if no taser gonna come out. It might. I hope it do.
Verbal argument?
Yeah, verbal argument.
Okay. Nobody got physical or anything?
No, she just drunk. I don't drink, don't smoke.
I got you, man. Okay. How many firearms are in the house?
One.
Just one? Okay. Where's that at?
Under my mattress, under my bed.
Under your bed?
You pull that pistol out on that bitch, or she lying? I think she lying.
Where's your bed at?
I never told her she couldn't get her stuff and leave. I actually told her to leave.
Okay.
What's the best way? She want to get her stuff and leave.
Okay. Whose house is it? It's your house. Okay. Who are those kids?
Her kids.
Her kids. Okay. Have you allowed her to live here?
No, she's been staying here, but she don't live here.
How long has she been staying here for?
Tell her she can do what I'm saying. Just saying that.
Were you asleep when she got home or what?
Yeah, I was asleep because my alarm went off.
She come in all drunk or something? She's the one who called us, right?
No, not her.
No.
Oh, yeah, she's the one
But
who
now
called.
she doesn't want to talk to anyone?
I don't know what's going on.
That's what they told me.
I don't know what's going on. I'm letting her do whatever.
Okay.
She
So she started arguing with you or wake you up? Or?
We was arguing, but like I said, I never told her she couldn't leave. If she want to leave, go. But 4:30 in the morning, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
just so we have an idea.
I'm not validated. I'm not a man, and she can do what she wants.
Do you even know why she called us?
I don't even know why. She a woman, and she know how the law works.
The sergeant said she didn't want to talk to anyone, so obviously I'd rather be asking her that. But if she don't want to talk
She a
to us,
woman. She know how the law works. And I
his name.
Yeah, I got him. I ran him. I didn't.
What's
I haven't even got her.
Do you need anything from us? Or are you good to go back in there?
Hell no, I want to go back in there. Yeah, if she get her stuff and leave, I'm fine. But
He like, I ain't whooped this bitch yet, but if I got to go back in there, nigga, hell no, I ain't trying to go to jail. Get this bitch up out of here. Everybody tell me, are you okay to go back here? He kept it real. I said, hell no.
And then she can do what she wants.
Do you even know why she called us?
I don't even know why she a woman, and she know how the law works.
The sergeant said she didn't want to talk to anyone, so obviously I'd rather be asking her that. But if she don't want to talk
She a
to us,
woman, she know how the law works. And I
his name.
Yeah, I got him. I ran him. I didn't. I haven't even got her.
Do you need anything from us? Or are you good to go back in there?
Hell no, I want to go back in there. Yeah, if she get her stuff and leave, I'm fine.
But since you're being cool and coherent, and we don't want to leave it,
I don't drink.
No. I'm talking about like we don't want to leave if you don't feel comfortable.
I really don't feel comfortable. If she call the police on me for this, like,
can you ask the cousin?
All right.
I mean, we'll have to bring her out here. So, yeah. But,
I didn't even know that. That's why they don't even let me talk to her, and I don't.
They're talking to me. They want to talk to everyone alone. Okay.
I don't like
Your sister called or cousin called us here.
I know she. I'm
I don't know why you
not. No disrespect to y'all. I never had a good interaction with her. So that's just how I'm speaking in general. No disrespect.
Are you taking her?
Y'all
That's what
go.
I'm trying to see now. Because if she wanted to leave, we could have left. I got my own car.
Okay.
I have my
Let me make
own
sure
car.
they're
It's
done
my
talking.
blood cousin. If she wanted to leave, we can leave.
Then leave. Why didn't you just leave?
I didn't know that
Not
she
you. I'm
called
saying,
you
why didn't
guys.
she just have you phone?
But I didn't know. That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
let me make
Her
sure
and
you're
her
talking to
man
her.
was having
Tell
a
them just
small
keep chatting it up.
argument.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, we're all done for the
Her man was having an argument, and you called the police instead of telling her, "Come on, let's just go." That don't make sense.
They say whenever you're ready.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all this. This is like an argument, but they've been in a relationship for a long
Yeah,
time.
they're gonna deal with it right now. We're just here for the immediate problem. Like I said, once you guys are good to go, we're clear.
Yeah, but it's just 3 kids in here and they scared. They've been crying. I don't want them traumatized. Like, I don't want them to get traumatized.
That's why we're trying to hurry it up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this scared me.
We don't need to talk to her anymore. So as soon as you guys are ready, we're all gonna leave.
Okay, yeah, we're trying to go.
How much stuff do you guys gotta?
They got a lot of stuff. They've been dealing with each other for a long time. So.
Well, for right now, let's get just the bare essentials. Just so we
No, he said they can grab it. Look, one from there. You do not understand. There is no coming back. I've done this before. I've tried to do this before. I have a police report with this man before. And I tried to come back here and get my things. Christmas. It was maybe December 27th or December 28th.
Can I tell you
have
a
the
solution
same.
to this problem though? Because we're not going to sit here all night for
You want me to give you a reason to take it? You want me to give you a reason?
No, I'm
I
telling
will.
you what the solution is. Can you listen to me real quick?
I'm trying to, but you guys don't understand.
Okay, I understand that, and I understand that. So here's if you're that scared, get the bare essentials, leave right now.
No, I want all my
Can
things
you
now,
just
right?
please listen to me and let me explain this?
Are
and
you
let
being
me-
aggressive to me?
No, I'm not being. I'm
aggressive.
not. I'm trying to get you to listen to me so I can give you the solution. Okay,
You
We
want me to
do
get
what's
half
called-
of my things?
I need you to listen to me and not talk over me, please.
Officer, they don't know how to listen, sir. It's your job to listen to them, nigga. You is there to be her motherfucking therapist, nigga. That's your job. You ain't supposed to say nothing, officer. You supposed to let her get all her shit and put it in her cousin little ass car. That's what you supposed to do, officer. Even though he about to explain, yo, just get the bare sentence, and when you want to come back and get your stuff, call us, and we'll make sure that he allows you to come in. She don't want to hear that. She drunk. That what dude said. She drunk. He came in this way, and she won't shut the fuck up.
You get the bare essentials right now, and we leave. And then in a couple hours, when you cool down, you call us. We come do what's called the domestic standby, and we'll stand by.
Man, I knew this nigga was finna say this shit. That sound like a plan. She don't want to hear this shit. I bet. I think she need to be tased with her drunk ass just for the hell of it.
For however long it takes you to get all your stuff. But right now, if you're that scared, you need to get everybody out of the house, okay?
Right now, it's just taking care of right now.
Yes.
We want to move everything out.
He will not open this door.
If your stuff's in here, you will. We'll come back.
No. You don't understand. I've done this before with you guys.
Just
Maybe-
wear y'all stuff. Wear
What is
y'all
this,
stuff.
August? I just did this with you all in December, the end of December. He did the same exact thing. He would not give me all my things. Not only did he do that, but he showed up to
What's this stuff?
my clothes, my food.
If he wouldn't give you all of your things back, how in the fuck are you in the house living now, woman? You lie. You lie.
Everything that I have in this house, he would not allow me to get. My children's things, he will not allow me to get.
What did your kids say?
If you can ask him to give me 15 minutes, I will take me and my children's things out of California. I do not want my food and stuff, my groceries. I just spent literally $1,000 in here 2 days ago. 2 days ago.
This bitch want to unpack the refrigerator. I spent $2,000 on groceries. God damn.
Yeah, clothes is fine. We're talking about if there's like furniture and stuff like that.
No, he can keep the furniture. I don't give a about this furniture. I have a whole nother apartment of my own.
Yeah, you gotta have good clothes.
Thank you. That's all I'm asking.
Okay.
But-
Oh, you made it seem like it was.
No,
a
I was
bunch
trying
of
to
stuff.
explain that to
I
you,
got
but you would not listen to me.
I'm
I have
You already talked to your mama. You already talked to your
Small things. Just please let me do my thing.
Go ahead.
Oh, he's so smart. He made all of them but one.
Whoa, hey.
Hands up. Hands up. Hands up. I'm just showing you.
Smart move.
Absolutely not.
She went in there for the gun. You stupid heifer.
Just please let me do my
You
thing.
supposed to be getting clothes. They said cool.
Go ahead.
Oh, he's so smart. He made all of them but one.
Whoa, hey.
Hands up. Hands up. Hands up. I'm just showing you.
Smart move.
Absolutely not. But I just told y'all he just threatened my life and he's trying to move all of them. He's been doing this for years and I keep running. I'm tired of running. You want to see the rest?
No, stop.
Stop. No guns. No guns.
Get out of the room.
No guns.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to tell you, I'm tired of running. Y'all not listening to me. I tried to do this to the same officers. They wouldn't listen to me. He keeps hiding.
I got my own apartment. Yet me and my kids is over at this nigga house, but I'm tired of running. None of this makes sense. None of it. You got your own apartment, but all your shit is over at this nigga's house. Your $2,000 worth of groceries is at his house instead of your own apartment. But you tired of running. Whew, she must have been on that Don Julio.
Them. He keeps hiding them in there, in the backyard, in the neighbor's yard, every where he's hiding them. He keeps coming at me every time I leave and run. He keeps coming. I'm tired. I'm scared. I'm tired.
Okay, I understand.
You want what he took out? He took out the dirty ones. You want to pass them?
Stop and let's go. Never ever do something like that again. Will you stop him?
You're not listening to me, right?
First of all, you just went and got a gun underneath.
No. I slid with my foot, with my hands up.
What about that seems smart to do?
With my foot, with my hands up.
What did you do, like, officer? There is a gun underneath the bed.
I did. Yeah. I'm sorry, sir. Did I not tell you and your other fellow officer in the backyard where it was?
I wasn't back there with you.
I did tell you guys. Y'all not listening to me.
I'm talking about the fact you went and got it. You just said.
Yeah, because I know where all of them are. Y'all not listening.
You tell me and go. Can you go get it?
Y'all know he will be in my house in the extra hour. Y'all don't understand. I've dealt with this before. Y'all not listening to me, bro. Pretty lady. Take those back out and use others.
So are you saying he gonna take his pistols and come and physically remove you out his house? That's kidnapping. Why don't you just record this shit? Audio record. FaceTime somebody that could call the police that could verify. I'm on FaceTime with her right now. Listen, 911. You got a whole bunch of excuses for being drunk and not wanting to leave. It just, they letting her leave. She won't just fucking pet.
Tell me what's so smart about it. I'd rather be caught on camera showing you than not showing you what was on
I'm
the
talking
phone.
about you going over to get it. Not telling us about it. That's
I
fine.
did.
Okay.
I literally slid it and I told you, I said, you want to see what's under there for real? I said, it's a gun.
You tell us. Can you go in there and get it under the bed? Not you go in there and slide it out and go over by it.
You want to see the rest? I'll tell you what,
No, I want you guys.
keep going on.
No. Instead of packing, she too busy trying to get this nigga in trouble, talking about you want to know where the rest of the guns is. He can have as many guns he want to in the house, but he said it's only one. But he can have 100 of them motherfuckers in there. They inside the house.
It started to get tiresome. It's not okay no more, baby. And I'm trying to tell you now, it's okay because it's not. It is. No, it's not. It's not okay because it's saying to me.
How her friend?
I need to check the closet for the rest of my clothes.
What clothes are in here?
How is her friend doing more packing than her? That's crazy work.
You can check the second and third drawer. I should check all of them because you just keep my stuff in the same drawer.
A drunk mind is a drunk mind.
You good to grab whatever clothes
and
you
a drunk tongue.
I've been with this man for going on 6 years. Y'all not listening. Every time he gets pulled over and he has his gun on him, and y'all don't check the serial numbers, that's how he knows. Y'all never check the serial numbers. I know. This is how he plays y'all.
Well, you didn't seem to care for the last 5 years. So
no, I didn't say he cared for the past 5 years. No, I didn't say he cared for the past year because I didn't know.
Miss Bew, the Hello Kitty outfit is so cute. The other one came this morning. I hadn't opened it yet, but the Hello Kitty one is so cute. She loves it. Thank you. And thank you for this $10 super chat.
We appreciate $1, but we would rather have 10. We appreciate $20, but we would rather have 50. We appreciate $50, but we would rather have 100. We appreciate $100, but we would rather have 200. Thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
Okay, what did this open request say?
He started threatening me last year when I started to leave him. So don't come at me as if I'm wrong.
Okay.
I don't want to talk to anyone because you have been very aggressive with me since I started talking to you. Please do not talk to me. No, it's not. Because when I just tried to show you what was going on, and when I tried to speak to you and the other officer that was back, you just told me you wasn't even back there.
I wasn't.
Oh, okay. Legally, you can't put me out, and he can't either. I have no come here and I'm on his lease. I don't have to leave unless I want to. Yeah, I want to, but now y'all being aggressive with me as if I'm the person being wrong. You don't ask me to please me. I'll leave want to. Now you're being aggressive with me for no reason. When I'm trying to see what's going on.
You're not talking aggressive to me.
Go get in the car. If y'all done, go get in the car.
That's like she thought it would be a good idea to take her foot and go in the bedroom and kick your gun out towards us, which I explained to her how that was for her to do.
I was just thinking he might see my closet thing, but she ain't had nothing closed.
She was seeing if I had clothes right. She didn't take anything from it. Her going to underneath the bed and getting it done. It could have been very, very, very bad. She thought since she used her foot to kick it, it was okay. It was cool. I appreciate it.
I know you were.
But I wasn't even me telling her that. I just said,
but she knows she don't live here. That's what it is.
You stay with your cousin. We got stints in the car somehow. You're gonna have to.
No, because then he has my key for longer than 24 hours, and he's gonna do the same thing. Like I had to get my keys changed the last time.
Well, obviously he's coming out here.
Again, I don't like to talk to you because you're being hell of aggressive with me. So stop talking to me. Stop talking to me.
You called us.
Yes, I did. So y'all not listening. You're not listening. Because he's quiet. He's not.
I told y'all she called them for them to be the therapist. She don't want to leave. She's she's trying to talk her way into staying there. It's been longer than 15 minutes. She ain't got all her shit yet. I wonder why.
Not the aggressive. Come on, bro. I just want my keys out the car. I can't go home without my keys.
I didn't say it broke.
Yeah, you did. You just literally said you saying the key before, and then you saying that, and I was the only one in there. What does that mean? Come on, bro. Don't talk to me.
No,
Please don't come. Don't move no close to me. I'm not being aggressive with no one. I'm not stepping close to no one. I'm simply just speaking my truth. He literally has been aggressive with me. He's been aggressive with me. I spoke to him. I spoke to you when I was back there. I told y'all y'all not listening to me. Oh, I'm aggressive. I've been drinking. I told y'all I've been drinking. I've been sober. That when I walked in this door, and put his hands on me. Listen. Fuck out of here. What y'all put y'all hands on y'all wife and her? Okay, go get my car. Go get my car. I got something for that. I think my battery might be.
So why won't she leave? She sobered up when he put his hands on her. They trying to get her up out of there. She won't leave. What the fuck?
No, then you're gonna mess up your car.
No, I don't care. I don't care. I got a key to my car. I got a key. You know, when you got a key fob, you also got a key.
Okay. So say if I close the door a lot, she can't get in there.
I would y'all in front of them. They ain't touch me. You not. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Do nothing. What you gonna do? Yes, I will.
You want to go in? If you just stop, you're this close to just leaving.
I don't want your ass to I really want you. She's not going to do nothing. She's not going to do nothing.
She's sober though. Her friend can't even stop her.
Nothing. She's not going to do nothing.
So don't talk to me crazy. Spit on your ass.
She's not going to touch him.
And he know how to get. You better get from behind me. You touching me.
Please,
you're touching me.
Please.
Walk that way.
No, she didn't spit on you. She didn't spit on you. She didn't. I didn't spit on you.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
But I didn't spit on you. I said,
Under arrest for
but did I spit assault? I never touched him. I never touched him.
Spit on my forehead.
No, I didn't. I'm telling you, I never touched him.
You're under arrest right now.
I never touched him. I never spit on this man. Show me where it's on your forehead.
It's on my forehead right
Where?
now. On camera.
Show me.
Stop.
Show me.
We're going to jail.
Can I give her keys? But I never touched him. I never touched him. Do you hear me? I will apologize to you, but I never touched you.
All she had to do was
You spit on me.
I'm mad. You don't understand.
You're about to get resisting.
I'm not trying to resist, but y'all don't understand. I'm mad. Can I give her a key? She has my children. Give her my purse, my phone. Grab my phone. Please, just don't do this. No, don't do this in front of my daughter, please. No, I need her to take it so she can buy me out. Come on, don't do this in front of my kids. Y'all don't understand. But you know I didn't spit on you.
Okay, you're gonna walk. Yeah, you did.
No. Can I hug her? Resist? Y'all doing this in front of my daughter?
You're doing this.
Can I speak to? I never spit on you, and you know it.
Yeah, you did.
Let me know I didn't.
Have a seat. Get in the.
I'm telling you, I never did the rest of you. Know I never spit on you.
You want her to have your purse?
Yes, please. Please give her my purse.
She wants to have all her stuff.
Oh.
So her phone's in there too. Yeah, it's in there. It's in there. It's in her purse.
In the end, Thigpen was charged with 1 felony count of aggravated battery to a peace officer and 1 misdemeanor count of assault, officially closing the case after she turned a domestic call into a serious felony.
Are you kidding me right now? You do not. Mom, okay, okay.
Okay, I was looking at these open records requests I put in yesterday. Hold on. Oh no, what is that? Why are you doing that? I can't stand the pussies like who tried to use the police and take them at my women. So, you be hearing how the black women be saying, oh, see, that white woman gonna call the police on you and send you to jail. Psh, not more than the black women. Not more than the black women. It's crapshoot with either one of them. Hey, y'all see what that Asian bitch tried to do to Jeezy? Jeannie Mama.
On the grass. I'm pregnant, and my was low.
This high-risk arrest of a woman who is 5 months pregnant began hours earlier, but officers had no way of knowing just how chaotic this night would soon turn out to be. The following is based on official police records released to date, and the footage has never been seen before until now. In Tulsa, Oklahoma on May 30th, 2025, officers respond to the adult entertainment store Hustler Hollywood after they reported a strong-armed robbery.
Hello. What's going on?
I told Hustler for a different reason right now.
I got beat up.
Well, no, he's not kidding. I mean,
Yeah, I got struck twice, but I'm all right.
Okay. According to the staff, the incident began when a woman brought over $700 worth of items to the counter, and they noticed she appeared to have store merchandise stuffed in her pockets.
She also had a lingerie set tucked down the back of her pants, claiming it was a pad because she pissed herself earlier today because she's pregnant. She came back here trying to grab all the stuff off the ground and just walk out with it. We wouldn't let her do it, so she got pissed off and hit me in the face over here.
They also claim she hit a customer with a high-heeled boot from one of the displays.
She struck him twice.
She struck me a couple times.
And then tried to mow him down in our parking lot. Yeah, almost hit him.
I went outside with her. I got a picture of the back of the car, but it's not clear.
Yeah, let me look at that.
Unfortunately, the image is blurry, making the letters unclear. But as it turns out, they don't need a license plate to identify the suspect, since she left an address with the staff.
And we have a name and phone number as well.
Okay, how'd you get this?
She gave it to us. She gave it to us.
Trying to have a sponsor a baby shower that she's throwing.
I know. That's what we said.
Wow. So we just
Yeah, y'all came in the best.
Thanks to the information shared by the staff, officers are able to identify the suspect as 26-year-old Daviona Lee Robinson, who is about to turn this night shift into one that officers will likely never forget. Before the officers leave, a staff member shares one final grievance.
This dumb I missed the time I was going to take my lunch.
I was really almost about to put her on the floor.
My rice bowl. My rice bowl.
Hours later, the same officer who investigated the robbery spots Daviona's vehicle driving on the highway. According to police records, she cut across 4 lanes of traffic before he initiated the traffic stop.
Oh, man, my officer cried.
Okay, what'd I do?
The reason I stopped you is if you had an improper lane change or...
I kept the big call for 20 seconds.
Yeah.
When he asks for an ID, Daviona shows him a photo of her suspended license.
Well, I'm nervous. Can I see you let go?
Here's a... no, here's what I'm going to have you do.
Okay.
Move up.
Can I see the love store, please?
What's that?
The love store. It's a store right there.
The officer agrees and follows Daviona to a nearby business called The Love Store, another adult entertainment shop just off the highway.
I'll never put gun in my mouth because I just threw up. I'm 5 months pregnant.
Okay. Let me just go ahead and have you step out of the car real quick.
Okay.
And we'll just talk out here.
Like I said, sorry, I'm a nurse, taking a nurse courtesy.
Okay. Is that your current address?
Yes.
Okay. What I have you do is just wait by the front corner of the car there. I'll be right back.
But he barely makes it into his cruiser before he realizes that Daviona has gone inside the store.
Daviona? Daviona! Daviona, stay out here. Stay out here. Stay out here. Daviona, come outside.
I'm going to get a public indecency charge.
You can hold it in for a few minutes.
I'm pregnant. I cannot hold it. I have a small bladder.
Wait by the car.
I'm about to see outside. I got my email. No, I have to be outside. I'm out of here.
Why is she pregnant buying $700 worth of sex toys? This is all, none of this right. Can we just agree to that? Can we agree that ain't none of this shit here right at all? She pregnant. For some reason, she got to pee all of a sudden. And she got $700 worth of sex toys in the middle of the night. The fuck is going on?
Call father on speakerphone. I have to pee. No,
Okay.
no.
Go to the restroom and come right
no,
back out here.
excuse me.
Go to
No,
the restroom.
no.
Viviana,
I'm not
go
touching
to the
you.
restroom.
Did this bitch grab a Cane's cup to piss in? Cane's. Get your tenders and a pee cup. This lady done went and got a motherfucking Cane's cup to pee in. I thought she was just gonna squat behind the car.
I'm going to open the door. No, it's okay. I can be outside. Do not manhandle me.
You are not free to go back in this car.
I'll be back, baby.
As Daviana goes back inside, the sound of a child crying reveals what she left in the back seat, her 5-year-old daughter. The officer...
So you left your 5-year-old daughter in there to go buy $500 worth of sex toys, and then you end up cutting up inside the store whooping people? And then has left her child in the car for the second time.
Videos for backup and another unit quickly arrives.
So, traffic stop. I told her that she crossed over multiple lanes. She's actually a larceny / assault with a dangerous weapon with her car suspect from my last call.
Okay.
And I just happened to get on the highway and follow her out here.
Okay. Is there a back door she's going to run out right now?
No. So the lady just opened that up and let her in there. So actually got a little kid.
Out of this building.
Right. But she had a little kid in the back of here.
The two officers enter the store together to take Daviana into custody.
Thank you.
Hey there. Go ahead and put your phone in your pocket, please.
No.
I'm not asking. Put your phone in your pocket.
Daviana?
Thank you. Turn around.
No. Why am I being arrested? Why am I being arrested?
You will explain that when
Why am I being arrested?
Why should you be arrested?
Why am I being arrested? You have not been in my friend rights. I am a nurse. 21151. I've done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
And my daughter's in the car.
Okay. So, like I said, now you're in cuffs.
You're in cuffs.
Explain it. Okay. Let's get out of their place of business. We'll explain to you outside.
Leave the phone in there.
No.
Don't drop it.
No.
He's checked.
No.
He didn't explain nothing.
That is my property.
Yep.
Hey Siri, call father.
Sure, say-
No.
okay.
Hey Siri, call
Go outside, so
father.
it
Hey
doesn't-
Siri, call father.
Take it, lady.
Okay. That way by your car.
I'm waiting inside my car and I'm calling my father.
Yeah.
Give me my phone.
Daviana, the reason you're under arrest is because you are a suspect in a larceny and an assault with a dangerous weapon from earlier tonight.
I didn't have a weapon and he grabbed me and I have self-defense.
No, this is from one, that there's an assault when you punched the employee earlier.
He choked me.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me explain what's happening. There's that assault, there's that larceny, and you drove your car forward towards the other person outside the building.
And then this bitch fighting while she pregnant with a baby in the car.
That's assault with a dangerous
He
weapon.
literally attacked me.
That is why you're...
He attacked me. It was self-defense. I need to call my father.
Right now,
No,
you're going to leave here.
no, I'm not. Let go of me.
I'm not
I need to. You need to let go of me. I need to call my father. And I have a mental, and I'm bipolar schizophrenic too.
Backup arrives and checks on the 5-year-old girl left in the back seat, where she's sitting alongside 2 small puppies.
So she got her nurse's license while being bipolar schizophrenic. That's who you want working with patients.
No.
And then somebody that got this crazy bitch pregnant twice.
My daughter's in my car.
Puppies out here? Mom's okay? She's okay. We just have to talk to her and figure out what's going on, all right? Okay.
Hey Siri, call father on speakerphone. Where are you going?
Stop it.
Where are you going? Let me go. That's my daughter back there. Let me go. I am a nurse. Now let me go. No, that's y'all have me arrested in front of my daughter. That is Let me, give me up. I cannot sell the girl. I can get hemorrhoids. No, let me go. I can get hemorrhoids. I'm not sitting on the couch.
I could get hemorrhoids from sitting on the concrete for a minute. Niggas say anything.
I'm sitting on property. No, let me go. Let me go. Let me go.
Officer with rat, please.
While waiting for backup to arrive with a wrap restraint, they hold Daviana against the front of her car, where her next move catches one officer completely off guard.
Do you mind getting off my foot, please?
No, let me go.
Okay.
You want me off your foot?
Are you kidding me right now?
You do not. It's your problem. No, let me go.
Don't you?
I'll do it again.
You better stop.
I'll do it again.
You better not.
Let me go. No, I cannot.
You okay?
I am pregnant. I can't
I'm a little scared.
She pregnant. She in front. She done bit this nigga. She trying to get punched in the face.
No, okay, no, I'm not. I'm I will file a motion.
On the grass?
I am pregnant, and my will say law.
The officers move Daviana to the grass and attempt to keep her restrained on her side. Meanwhile, her daughter is comforted and distracted.
What are your dog's names? Oh, are they your best friends?
They're cute.
Yeah, they're cute. I like them. Hey, I'm gonna start the car back up so you can get some air for you and the doggies, okay?
A sergeant who has arrived on scene places a spit hood over Daviana's head to prevent any further biting. They next began emptying her pockets.
I can't run.
Looks like batteries or something. That's probably the stuff you stole from earlier.
Now they said it. I got a single love story. And it's on camera. And on my bank statement.
The officers then place shackles on her ankles and move her into a seated position.
Come this way. She's already tried to bite me. Did she actually bite you?
Yeah, I got it off. I got you did all that.
What did she say? I got gonorrhea, syphilis, AIDS. So I don't think she's an actual nurse.
Come this way. She's already tried to bite me. Did she actually bite you?
Yeah, I got it off. I got syphilis. You did all that.
Yep.
Let me go. Let me go. Get my back.
You're gonna headbutt. Where's your
you really going to jail to help? You really going to help?
I agree. Whoop that disrespectful bitch ass. Put your knee all over her neck. She is biting motherfuckers and shit and talking about I got AIDS and syphilis and you gonna get all of it. Man, I could not be no police officer.
Let me go. Get my back.
You're gonna headbutt. Where's your
you really going to jail to help?
She tried to headbutt these folk after she done bit them. She just won't stop. That's what she egging them on for, so she could get a lawsuit against y'all beat on a pregnant woman. Fuck that. That bitch deserved it.
You really going to help?
Do you ever play with your mom's phone? You know the code to get in there by chance? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna call GPA, okay? Look at you, so smart.
With the 5-year-old's help, the officer is able to unlock Daviana's phone and make a call to the child's grandfather, who she affectionately calls GPA. After explaining the situation, he agrees to come to the scene to take custody of his granddaughter.
You're going to jail.
Do not stop biting my equipment. Do not bite.
I'm not biting these.
Understand?
I can't bite.
It's get more painful for you. You've already committed 2 felonies assaulting police officers. This can get a lot worse. Knock it off.
Let go of me.
Like a child.
Let go of me.
With help from several officers, Daviana is fitted with a protective helmet, and her leg
Pepper sprayer, sirs. Helmet head. They didn't turn into a helmet head.
are secured in the wrap device.
All right, roll over this way. This way. Towards me. There you go.
Sorry.
The rest of the wrap is then secured to her upper body, but the officers decide not to tighten it over her stomach.
I can't breathe.
Careful, she will bite. What do you need? Okay, so careful, she keeps biting. So watch your fingers down there. Yeah, and then if we can just make sure that's really secure.
Well, I feel hand. It's not really hard.
Okay, we ready to move?
Yeah.
All right, go shot.
1, 2, 3.
Daviana is then carried by the wrap handles and placed in the back of a cruiser.
Take the cuffs and the mask off me now.
All right, I'll take that mask off if you stop yelling at me.
Take the cuffs, the mask off me now.
All right, stop yelling, I'll take it off.
Okay, please take it off.
Deal?
Deal.
All right.
Take the mask off too.
I'll take it off. Here.
Come on. I can't breathe now.
Thank you.
I can't breathe now. I can't. I have COPD, asthma, and a sleep apnea machine.
All right.
I am dying, literally.
I think we ordered one.
She got everything, but she won't shut the fuck up.
Take the mask off!
After further discussion, the officers decide to call for an ambulance so paramedics can evaluate Daviana's condition. In the meantime, they carry her back to the grass.
It's not coming off.
Take the off.
This is the consequences of your actions right now.
I cannot breathe. I cannot breathe.
You can talk, you can breathe.
No.
You did an officer like an animal?
I'm a nurse. I'm
Okay. Biting one of my buddies.
Yeah, no,
It really makes me happy and shows your remorse.
Another officer checks on the employees inside the Love Store, who happen to be familiar with Daviana.
Almost here. Has she been here before tonight?
She was here last night.
Last night. Did she make any purchases?
I know she took some stuff. I don't know what, but
So she did steal some stuff yesterday too?
she had a few squares in her pocket, and she went out to get her card and came back in, and they were flat.
Okay.
And I did have her take a few things out of her pocket.
Once paramedics arrive, they secure Daviana onto a gurney and transport her to the ambulance.
If she gets a hold of you, you're going to lose a finger.
While the paramedics begin their evaluation, officers start searching her car, where they find more than they expected.
Yeah, this might be some stuff. I'll bring it over there. It's got like laundry right in here. Okay, that's probably going to be it. And that'll be open container.
According to police records, the bottle of pre-mixed margarita was sitting in the front seat cup holder, and it's half empty, leading them to assume Daviana may be under the influence.
This all has tags on it. Oh, that might be from it? Okay. There you go. I'll tell you that's weird stuff. Yeah, we'll bring,
Well, not only is the bitch out stealing, she drinking too. She drinking while pregnant. Got the baby in the car with her while she drinking, and she's stealing.
But this is all like more like cosmetic stuff too. So, like you said, that she probably just shoved that in this bag.
The officers also find a pair of fuzzy black handcuffs and what appears to be a bright pink vibrator. Daviana's father soon arrives to collect his granddaughter and the two puppies, who the officers note are surprisingly calm.
Yeah, like weed. There's weed crumbs everywhere. They're super chill too.
Oh, yeah.
They're probably stoned from all the weed.
Though a long night for the 5-year-old girl is over, for the officers, there's still far more to come.
I'm a free citizen. I don't know a citizen's arrest on all y'all. Let me go. I cannot breathe.
I don't know if you're a free citizen anymore if you're going to jail tonight.
I did not breathe. Give me an hour breather and take this off.
Can you tell me what year it is?
Yeah, it's 2025. My brother turned 25. My dad turned 50 today. Okay. He was celebrating his birthday when he got a call from me. I bought a pocket tequilas. And this is why I'm here. I go, please. You know, it's funny. You think you got a strip pole, a midget strip percent, and a pocket. He really loves you. With alcohol, of course, and money. Yeah, we have a great relationship. He was a single father. He raised me and my brother. It's great. No!
Yelling isn't going to make any
If you don't do it, I'm going to trip. Now! Oh, no! No! I'm at 50%. You don't want me to get to 1,000.
Soon after, the ambulance transports Daviana to a local hospital for a more thorough evaluation.
Say the mask off. Help!
There is a little stuff.
I don't want to be a woman. I don't want to be a woman.
The only thing she said that's true is she's bipolar schizophrenic. And somebody done got this crazy bitch pregnant again.
Oh, he's so alone. Help! I need something you, bro. Let me go.
I like that one. This is for you.
It is one. It's a great song. I love country. Bye for Latina. Oh, help! I need to get the out of here. I need y'all to let go of this risk, and I'm suing for $500 million. I swear to God. I hope y'all got it. Let me go. No, I was thinking about $1 billion, but I said I settled for $500 million.
Eventually, Daviana appears more relaxed as she asks one of the officers if he'd like to hear a joke.
How do the hamburgers use water?
What?
How do they? Okay, I got another one. Why are most irrigated in their pockets? It's because when they come their way well, when they leave the cows in your car. Get it? That's not funny to you either? Oh, you suck. Make sure you write that down. And tell your single friends I'll them too. Hey, can I please get a nurse?
My brother's single.
Send him my number. Hey, can I get a nurse?
Why would you do that to your brother?
But the situation escalates once again after Daviana seemingly attempts to bite a security guard standing at her bedside.
Let me go. Let me call my dad. I don't give a no. Give me 10, 15 years. I'm going all y'all jobs. And security guard. Let me go. Now. Let me go. I don't give a and burglary and larceny. And I'm going to send all y'all on fire. Let me go.
Robbery, not larceny. We're close.
I'm all of them stupid.
There we go. That's his fault.
No, let me go. Let me go. I'm dying. I'm like around the corner. Let me go. Let go of my face. Let go of my face. I'm suing all y'all.
The nurse administers a sedative, but it isn't immediately.
See, the only she lucky she crazy. I keep forgetting this. She says she's bipolar schizophrenic, and she's having a motherfucking episode. On top of the alcohol and weed mixed with the psychotic episode.
Effective.
I'm bleeding. My baby's dying. Let go of me. Let go of me. So I can take this as a promise. When I see you on the street, you dead.
Second time.
You dead. That's good. I killed my baby daddy too. What's up? Stabbed him 22.
Hey, Meat Patty was funny as shit. That was funny. Meat Patty. That was funny.
Time ain't got away with it. Move. Yep, I sure am. Let go of me.
I can help you out with some shackles if you got.
Let me go.
We have money on her.
Let me go.
She's in her leg cuffs secured.
Let me go.
Yeah.
Let me go. Let me go. I'm killing all y'all. All y'all got a death wish. All y'all.
Just
let me go. Cut this off now. Now. Take it off now. Now. Yeah, not after you try to take it. Oh, yeah, we should.
No. Stop.
What's up? What's up? Come here. Let me go. Now. Let me go now. Fuck you up. Go beat the out of you. You know what? I'm going to kill you and adopt your kids and raise them right. Don't let me know.
Once the sedatives fully kick in, they resecure the wrap around her body and leave her to rest. After the officer who was bitten receives his own medical treatment, they gather and talk in the hallway.
First walk.
Excited
that she smoked pot in the car while driving. And it smelled like it was definitely today though. Yeah, and it smelled like weed in the car. Okay. Technically, she insisted to us that she had smoked pot and used fentanyl today. Yeah. So smoked pot laced with cocaine, fentanyl, and heroin.
I will edit the nightly and let the majors know. So Christmas.
When Daviana wakes up, they remove her restraints so she can use the restroom. Given the option to return to the wrap or willingly move to a wheelchair, Daviana chooses neither.
I think she's not. No, but it's probably my last loop. Isn't that with certain problems? Yeah, we gave you the option to get up.
I don't give a damn. You should not be gentle. I'm pregnant.
Your legs aren't pregnant.
Oh! Get off my head. I'm not wearing that. Get off my head. On the earth. Oh my God! Oh my God!
That can be loose. This is just to keep her forward.
Oh!
Once she's secured, they roll her out of the ambulance bay, place her in a transport van, drive to the jail, and physically carry her into the holding cell before removing all of her restraints.
Poor kid she's pregnant with now. Brain's gonna be scrambled.
The police report makes no mention of the results of any drug or alcohol testing, or the health and status of her unborn child.
That's actually bought so much. Just speeding ticket. Yeah. There we go. The streets are safe once again. No one will be stealing vibrators on our watch.
According to court documents, 26-year-old Daviana Lee Robinson was charged with misdemeanor.
You won't be stealing vibrators on my watch, buddy.
Larceny, assault with a dangerous weapon, 3 counts of assault and battery on a police officer, child endangerment, and driving under the influence of drugs. She pleaded guilty in July of 2025 and received a 7-year deferred sentence. But that sentence was later accelerated following an incident in October that resulted in new charges. In February of 2026, she pleaded guilty in a new case to grand larceny, obstructing an officer, transporting an open container, and failure to use a child restraint. She was sentenced to 18 months in the Department of Corrections, along with 2 concurrent 6-month Tulsa County jail sentences, with credit for time served. Watch our full videos as they were originally made, with no randomly muted words or details cut. We've also dropped brand new EWU videos.
So her crazy ass got 1 year and 4 months for all that hell, just constantly stealing and shit. All right, y'all. That's all I got for now. I got some more of them, but we're going to do them tonight. Till the next episode. Wait a minute. That's the wrong screen. Well, to the next episode. Little channel, big voice, fanboy.
Low-key, niggas hating but they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we don't eat.